with a ship, Sarah's Grit.
The call of the sea in her endless embrace.
Destiny, and a song to be sung for the ages.
Escape from my family, their sins, and redemption.
A bad hand, risk, and a second chance at the big table.
A promise of charity. The lie for tyranny.
Now we're trapped, lost, and moved like pawns.
Strange nations surround us, and we're all out of room.
The course is unclear. The answers unknown.
We freed slaves, killed monsters, and lost friends.
We're hunted by devils.
We're bound by dragons.
They've raised the stakes. But we're playing blind.
We're alone.
This place is a cage.
How do we survive?
The Everstorm.
Better than mine. Like the Everstorm. I fully endorse anybody other than me recutting that with their own voice because I sound awful.
I tried. I will let you know. I did a lot of my EQ tricks, and your Everstorm just came out like the Everstorm. It was so happy.
Cut it.
It was so happy.
Oh my god. No,
just dig deep, recut it. Just
that baby is ugly, and I need to kill that baby.
You had two lines, man. I couldn't take one of them away from you.
And I was like, and I did multiple takes, and I was like, the Everstorm. Hey guys, want to play in the Everstorm?
I do want to play in the Everstorm.
Yeah, actually.
Speaking of which, I think we currently are. I just want to put that out there.
Hi everybody. Sorry, post-morteming.
Jeff is cutting
bad
through half a
performance
fulcrum.
on my behalf.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane, Jeff. Stay in your lane. You can't contain me.
How bad it sounds. Clint's like, I did everything I could to make you not sound like that.
I worked all the magic I could work.
There's no more magic. All right. Welcome, everybody, to Everstorm, episode 26, in total 55. Boat Party. Our heroes last sat through a game where it didn't go well for Sid. And when they finally reconvened, they got back to the boat to the Minnesota accent.
The Everstorms.
For the Everstorm, you can't get up because the roads are closed.
Tune in next time for the Snyder cut of the intro. It's 4 hours and 5 minutes long. It's way darker.
So they reconvened on the boat to figure out what the next task would be. Do they go to the Dream Isle? Do they go to Golor? What's up with the boat behind them? At this point, Harmony underwent a change as influenced by a song Cam was compelled to play / chose to play, little eerie there back and forth, and took a mortal form. Griggs is very intrigued, and now of course Griggs is being forced at sword point to stay really, really far away because now the song is a girl, and that's just creepy. So the whole party has been gathered on the boat and finally decided, now that Balron's back, let's do something about this other boat. So they all went and found 3 people following them with a story to tell, who seem on the up and up and have at least offered drinks. And in light of everything that's happened, drinks have begun. So you guys are sitting aboard the deck of the Thorn Jenny, and the captain is sitting with you guys as you drift generally in the direction of the Grit, but your boat is lashed to the Thorn Jenny and vice versa, the paper boat that you fold, unless it's been folded back up, Sid. I thought it was still out.
No, I folded it up.
Okay, so that boat, I'm going to make that boat go away. So you're all aboard the deck of the Thorn Jenny, and you can see about a quarter of a mile away is the Grit. And drinks have been poured all around. Kodo, finally, you landed, right? Or are you still in the air and invisible and...
Oh, no, I had landed. Okay. I had landed. Remember, they were having a party, but I refused to drink.
Right, okay.
Tainted alcohol.
Classic. Standard NPC style.
Worked for me last time.
Drinks from strangers around here.
Worked last time, I'm just saying.
I kind of feel like I learned my lesson a bit.
I don't know. It's pretty nice to have a drink. I think I'm going to indulge myself.
Last time
waters like these.
We caught half the countryside on fire last time, so I don't think I'll be drinking.
It's just nice to meet people from home. I mean, from our perspective.
And at that, Dazra's nodding, and Kina generally looks a little nervous and a little unsure of all of you. It's like a uncomfortable reunion with her. That's the vibe you're getting from her. Dazra is plopped right down next to Sid and seems elated that he's okay.
Levi, do you have... I don't see him on the NPC list. Do you have both of these guys on the NPC list so that I could pull up a picture?
I didn't see them over there.
I will pull... I'll just drop big ones on the map. You want to do that?
Whichever way you want to do it. It's just easier for me to pull them up and...
Biggins on the map.
Well,
I don't know that I actually put them in the NPC list. Normally, I'm really good about that.
So if you just drop them there...
I have them. I'm not a dumb.
What's the name?
I have to edit who has access to see them.
Perfect.
He hasn't given us the ability.
There's Kina.
There's Kina.
Not allowed.
Right under Tolua. Reborn.
Oh, we had a different... Didn't we have a Kina before? We had a different photo of her? Or was that someone else?
We did have a different photo of her before.
Okay.
You had a headshot. I had to do some extra works, is what I had to do.
I was just making sure I wasn't remembering incorrectly.
Do I not have a
That's right. She's Elven. She gets to live.
That's why
there's no need to reincarnate her. She's already Elven.
She's not a high elf.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
There's Dazra Scran.
Can you make her movable by me?
Bit of a badass.
Controlled by all players.
Less dangerous.
We don't discriminate between elves around here, Cameron.
I don't know. I think if anybody was going to do it, it'd be Balron.
No. Balron isn't like that. He doesn't discriminate between elven races.
Well, he's
only
not
between the elven race and everyone else.
How do you resize these bastards?
Murder you and reincarnate you in the correct.
You have to go pull in the corner and hold Alt, and then. But what do you want to do? Make them smaller? Because I can just do it real fast.
Yeah, I need to make them smaller.
Okay. Because I've noticed when I jumped on the vampire game, I was trying to move stuff like I normally do, and because I was a player and not the GM in Roll20, I was limited from being able to do certain things. So I would be shocked if you were blocked.
Just doesn't want to give up the power.
Yeah.
It's not about that. It's not about that.
I'm not saying there's a power involved, but that guy's
5 minutes in and we're all in Elf Lives Matter territory. 10 out of 10.
Chris Dirks. Classy.
He's not wrong.
This guy.
Don't say this guy gets it, because he don't gets it.
The guy with the torch needs to go. He's got 500 hit points. Clearly boss material.
Wrong way.
Why can you see that? God damn it.
I don't know, but he's got 500 hit points clearly on the screen. Everyone on stream can see it too. It's just
boss
right there.
material. Boss material.
I trust him implicitly.
Did I make it go away?
Because he'll murder
It's
me if
away
I
now.
All right.
He must
I'm
roll like
personally
Cam
tonight.
on his hit points.
What's that? What about my hit points?
I said he must roll like Cam on his hit points.
Hey, I had some. I mean, I do roll d10s for hit points. It's these mini d10s. I'm telling you. These mini d10s.
They roll 10.
I don't roll like that on anything else. It's just the d10s.
Cam's D10s, they roll 20s.
That's right.
20s. That's
Cam's D10s, they roll 20s.
You get it from Die Hard?
I didn't. I have a d20 from Die Hard though. I'm just afraid it's gonna literally like cut holes in my table if I keep rolling on it.
All right.
As this party's going on, I'll be keeping an eye on the boat on Sarah's Grit, just in case there's any kind of signal, like I spoke with the crew about.
You can actually see the little dot on the upper deck that is Lindell watching you guys. And you can see the slightly larger dot next to it that's Burl at the helm. The rest of it's kind of a mess as to what's actually happening, but those two seem to be the only ones on the upper deck.
Okay.
I don't know how I would ever repay you. You found my Sid. Thank you. I owe all of you. It's something maybe someday I can repay. And then she goes around and shakes your hands and pours your extra drinks if you're empty.
Thank you.
I have an empty drink continuously.
That's just Sid's luck now.
Yep. Just always drinking. Well, that's right.
I just leave them.
Gotta be good at something. Gotta be good at something.
Fantastic way to cap off the night. Cannot lie.
Take that away.
Well then, I'm glad you agreed to help us track down this beast. Will you be changing your course then, or continuing on from here?
They all sort of look around, and Davis speaks up.
Well, the point was always to find any of the pirates responsible for bringing us here and see if they have a way to get us back home and or lead us to somewhere that can. So right now we've managed some intel through magic, through this, that, the other, that there's a big conflict south. And every single time there's been some sort of conflict, usually one of that crew, one of that fleet is part of it somehow. It's a shot in the dark, but that's where we're going.
Did you have any news of one of their fleet being near the the kingdom we just visited, the Ember? No, I have their name. Magma's kingdom. Recently, they were just attacked. If there was news of any of their boats in that area, we'd be interested in it.
Well, I haven't heard anything specific about that. We're mainly going off, well, to be honest, we're going off a little bit of what I've looked into and what Keena's been telling us. Keena's been, I don't know how to put it. How would you describe it? I'm being guided. And the conflict, we have a chance at revenge south.
Revenge.
What is guided?
I got lucky picking up Keena.
And then she kind of tries to speak up, and he's like, no, I'm the lucky one. And since we've been together, I've made more headway in this whole nonsense than ever before. And we've managed to avoid Waffen Patrol. I don't know how that happened, but...
What is leading you, Keena? What are you following?
I'm sure Fulcrum can explain that in detail.
I can. We work for the same patron.
Patron.
Yes, the same person who gave me Stitch and will give gifts as well, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, that's right, dude.
So I have no doubt that whatever tricks she's picked up, it's definitely helped them. Well, maybe we will find more of Peg's former fleet south of us at this siege. What do you gentlemen think?
Well, it's likely. He does seem to be associated with everything bad, right?
In all honesty, apologies for harrowing your ship. It wasn't the goal to upset anyone. It's so hard to be not misled around here. There's only so many ships, and we've been attacked so many times, it almost feels like everyone's an enemy. So,
right.
Yes, we can relate.
Feel free, I'll get to work on some food. Might as well make it a feast, you and your guests. So, and he goes below decks and you hear him start rummaging around. And then now it's just Dazra and Kina.
I'm kind of giving the guys eyes of, do you want to stay in the boat again? Like,
yes.
Oh, it's okay.
Do we have a purpose here?
Well, I'm sure Sid's got a lot of catching up to do, right, Sid? I mean,
yeah, that's exactly right.
How long has it been?
Well, it's been.
I don't know. Months. Yeah. So I washed ashore, and then shortly after that, I was just trying to sort of get by on my own, and then his boat found me. Kina was already here, and apparently Kina led them to me. So there it is. I haven't met your boss, but since you work for her too, please extend my thanks. I don't know if I would be alive if it weren't for her. So.
Her. Okay. Yeah, I will.
There was something that was unresolved the nights leading up to the attack. You had something on your mind. Something you were going to tell me.
Well, I mean, yes, but it's kind of moved on since then. I mean, much larger things have been in play, and to be honest, it was a gambit at best.
Well, certainly no harm in telling then.
We should talk about this in private. I can't. I don't know that this is something that belongs to everyone.
I see.
I'm around if you ever want to talk, provided a giant thing doesn't come out of the ocean right now and end this conversation again.
Oh, don't say that.
I don't see any reason why we can't discuss this later. Besides, I don't want to drag everybody else into what we're dealing with right now. So.
Sounds fine by me. More drinks?
And you guys see a small dog kind of trotting around that keeps coming back to Kina.
The dog's the devil.
It's Satan.
Satan dog.
His name is Natast. Watch out.
No. Natast, the Satan dog.
You know, we've been looking for booze this entire time, and we have come across very little. And be very curious which port you went to find this.
Well, I managed to pick up a few ingredients at Siraka Blaze, and since then, I've got this. And then she holds up a horn. I've had this enchanted, and it is everything. I assure you.
See, Balron, this is what we need to be on, right here.
And then you see her roll out a barrel, and then she taps the drinking horn on the side and focuses and pours, and you see it pours out one of these Siraka Blaze boozes that you guys discovered in that location. I have the menu somewhere. This particular one has an almond scent to it, but at the same time, like the wafting off of it is something hot, almost like a pepper, but not like peppercorn, but like a hot pepper smell.
Yes, I had a gnome friend that used to do the same thing for me.
That's a good friend. What happened to your friend?
Well, he's not with us anymore,
Oh, I'm very sorry.
and the rum tub has gone dry.
That is awful.
It is.
Well, how about I swing by? Or you can take some of our barrels here. I refill them daily.
Oh, that's really nice of you.
Oh, it's the least I could do. You got my boy back to me, and that is everything.
Yeah, we'll gladly trade Sid for one.
I don't know about all of you. I don't know about all of you, but the loneliness of this place wears on the soul.
Just to begin with.
I haven't seen a city, a real city, in so long. And you know what? There has to be a way out, there's a way in. So that's what we're looking for.
A noble pursuit. I assume you've not come across any of the other crew.
No, I think I was surprised to see you, given what happened. I saw what happened to the ship. I don't know what you saw in the moment, but
glimpses. I've seen it since.
Went clean through the middle and swallowed the back half. Anyway.
Now you know, Balron, why I didn't ask you to go beneath the waves.
I've
seen it since, have you?
Oh, yes.
Once. Seems like it's following.
I've been paranoid about the same thing.
I'm not concerned.
Well, yeah, the sort of firepower this group does, I imagine we'll be fine next time we see it.
Probably. We're a lot further southwest, I think, than we last saw it, right?
Yes, we've traveled quite some ways. It was last seen just off the coast of the island, Colonias.
Kina looks to you, Fulcrum. Fulcrum, has she said to you what happens when we do what she asks?
No. She has not.
And with that, you guys see Kina pull out a red dagger. It's the kind that her character is currently holding in the artwork. And she lays it down. on a bench in front of her. This has changed my life for the better. But I don't know what happens when everything is done. If you find out, you'll tell me?
If I knew right now, I would have told you already.
I'm afraid of her.
I am too. I think that's her intention.
You see the dog nuzzle up to her, and then her hand absentmindedly just kind of goes to the dog and starts giving him like scrunchers. I can't grab the dog right now for some reason, so I gotta move Sid. Get out of the way of my dog, Sid.
Can't be done.
I didn't even see the dog.
But I take it then the two of you didn't choose your affiliation with this one.
I'm not sure I can speak for Kina, but it felt a lot more like it chose me.
I needed help when I was very scared, very alone, and bad people were hurting me, and this appeared.
That's about right.
It helped. And since then, it's been one of the few things that's made sense here. And through it, I found Davis and Dazra and Grumps. But I just want to stop them from doing what they did to me, and I want to go home. You can tell Balrin, she's like deep southern Silverillian elf. So she's a subset of high elf from the mountainous region of the southern silver. So she's kind of from home, but like way south.
Lovasil, like in those Elven kingdoms, or
yeah, she's it's Lavalasil and Savalaril, and she's of the second one on the southern region in the mountains.
Okay.
They're colloquially called snow elves.
Snow elves, yes.
And Dazra looks like if Dazra is pure half-orc, her tattoos imply like modern human influenced orc culture. So she could be from Balewind. She could be from home.
So I'm glad it did, but why did it lead you to them specifically?
Why did what? Why did the thing leave us alive? Oh, you're talking to Kina.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. One of the great frustrations of talking to my boss is she doesn't talk. She presents me with little tiny games I'm supposed to solve. Cute little riddles.
Sounds delightful.
Not my word. I would use.
I'm not here to play games. I'm here to find what I need to get home. If she won't talk to me, I'm not going to play her little games.
Well, I don't know if it'll be any solace to you, Kina, but the one thing we are pretty sure of is that it is her daughter who controls the way back and forth. Seemed like it was her who brought us here in the first place, right, everyone?
Well, it seems to be such.
Her daughter?
The Peg's widow, the widow bride, Peg's bride, the person who was said to have controlled the seas for Peg, and we believe that it's her who Somehow.
They're not exactly on speaking terms, though, the mother and daughter.
No, she wants her dead.
So it's not like she'll do her a favor.
No, there's a lot of animosity, I think. That's as much as I've learned. And that's not... I mean, it's a little, but that's all I really know. I know they want to kill each other. And Kina, if you ever do see her daughter, that weapon is likely to change somehow. Mine did.
Thank you.
Sure.
I never thanked all of you for trying. The last time we all saw one another, you were trying to help me go free, and I know things didn't quite work out, but you were there.
But we learned a great deal from that encounter.
That turned out to be a little bit longer for me, but I'm here. And I'm stronger for it, I think. I hope.
I'm so
and
glad.
Then
okay.
Davis comes up to the deck, and you can see he's got a stew, like a heavy, meaty stew of some sort that appears to be a lot of seafood. And he's got actually fresh bread, and he brings it a lot to you guys.
Very nice.
Thank you. Few comforts from home, So, gentlemen,
I cast Purify Food and Drink.
Okay.
I was wondering if it was coming.
On the whole plate, or just what you picked up?
No, I like you guys. I'll do it on the whole thing.
Davis looks over at you and he nods. He's like, "Thank you. I didn't even consider that. I'm sorry. Whatever grace anybody would like to say. Praise Elos and her bounty that we all should feast on this day. And may the lovers dance eternal." And he passes out the food.
To the lovers, indeed.
May fortune smile on us once again.
And as you guys drink and eat, Dazra scooches in rather close, Sid.
Mm-hmm.
I know you played.
Yes, I did.
How did you do?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, depending on which end is good, I'm on the other side. But it's fine. It's fine. This is like every story you've ever heard, right? The hero is like the first part where things are like okay, and then the middle part where everything goes to shit. And then the end, it's where everything's great again. That's where it's firmly in the middle part of the story.
We're ready for Act 3.
Look, I've come a long way to get here. And what I was going to tell you that night, I'm looking for a seat at the table myself. I have my reasons, and I'm not going to pry into yours. But what I will say, I'd much rather sit across the table from you when it's all over with than somebody I don't know and I don't trust.
Well, I'm happy to work towards that aim. We'll see what happens. But to get there, the two of us are going to have to find a new marker.
I might be able to help you with that. I'm not ready. And right now, I need what I have. So I'm willing to loan you something.
What was that so? What would that be?
But you have to promise me, Sid, you're not gonna die with it.
I mean, when have I ever died?
Open your box.
Okay.
Oh
snap!
We got a box opening.
So we got this like completely wrapped up, taped up box here. It's been sitting on my counter for a little over a week. Let's see, anything else in there? Got this back in. All right. So
you want to get your mom?
Got ourselves a chest so far.
Do you want to call your mom in the room, Jeff?
She's asleep.
Yeah, she's been really wanting to see it.
She's been desperately trying to break in and see what the surprise is. So shall I open it?
Oh, that's adorable.
She hands you that. She's like, and then she looks at you as you hold it. She holds out the box.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take it? She's just looking at you.
Absolutely.
When you go to grab it, when you go to grab the box, suddenly you feel the box gets pretty heavy. And before she lets go, she says, I give this to you. And then you feel the box become light again.
Thank you. I have a feeling there's more to this than meets the eye.
You owe it back.
I'll see to it that it makes it back to you. Should I find out what's in it?
Well, it's yours now.
Oh, let's take a peek. Oh, isn't that... Oh, that's splendid. Oh, I've missed you. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been only hours, but it's been too long.
I've been anemic for 3.5 hours.
From the moment you touch it, you can feel an instant connection, and you know that this is a blank marker.
Nice.
So Sid has to gain more levels to get more class features to load his marker.
He has nothing to bet right
He has nothing to bet, but the marker itself.
So next step, scry on Felix.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Where is that guy?
So then, what did you have to do to get this? How do we get another?
I won it. I was in Loomis quite a while ago.
Congratulations.
Long before the storm. And I had been on a hunt. It led me across multiple cities, but in the end, it brought me to a table. And to get the answers I wanted, I had to gamble for them. In addition to everything I won this. And a very brash elven woman, when she lost this, seemed to wither. She visibly aged a little. So in the long run, I got this. Now I'd heard, leading up to getting to meet her face to face, that she'd been in town for all of 2 days and already had, well, there were starting to be rumors that she wasn't just some sort of player. She might be a witch or something like that. I don't know. Since then, I've held on to it. and I've tried to just learn. Because I don't like this thing. It kind of scares me.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. That's what I always say. Life requires risk.
And that's why I am happy to loan it to you. In the end, Sid, this thing led me to you.
Then it's destiny.
I had a dream about the storm. I ended up on the boat with you. It was on the boat. Well, I'm sorry. One of the things I was going to get to, I may have gone through your things while you were sleeping.
It's only natural.
But when I found it, that everything kind of made sense. Didn't take anything, sorry, but I just had to know. Strange dreams brought me to you, strange happenstance, and then there it is. So, this thing led me to you, and now you've played one of the games.
Yeah, should you come across a Felix Fistbang, little gnome, pyromaniac perhaps, I think. Probably plays the drums now, doesn't sing very well. He's a crafty one.
Aha. Well, I know that I feel compelled to go north. It's the same feeling and visions I had that led me to you. I don't know if he's there or another, but I know there's 4. And only 4.
Interesting. So 2 are in Felix's hands. This one I have now. So only one other player. One other player up north. Hopefully not northwest.
I don't know specifics yet, and now I probably won't. You'll probably learn before I do.
Well, I mean, you have a magic horn. Is there any way I can keep in contact?
This just makes booze. Hold on. She goes and talks to Kina, and Kina can actually reach out to you. She could pass messages back and forth on my behalf.
On that topic, do you find it interesting to find you in such company, given history?
Only in the sense that it's somewhat random that I found these people, but better these people than the locals. That's how I feel.
I mean more specifically of the boss figure and all that.
Oh, the one Kina talks about? I don't know what that's all about, but nothing about it feels good. I mean, but at the same time, though, Kina does seem to be sort of like a lot of more skeptical priests that I've met, so wizards are strange. So are priests. They all talk about higher powers and all this, that, and the other, but at the end of the day, I know I can trust these. And she's got 2 short swords at her side. These make sense. Nothing else really has to.
Digital dice, you sons of bitches.
Classic.
Get yourself a card, Levi, I assume.
Yeah.
Just trying to do an insight check, failed it, new dice mechanic occurred. Just starts going against me right away.
I was going to say this earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt the RP, but Morgaine is playing the Song of Hope, basically, after he finishes his dinner, so you can choose or not if you want to allow him to re-roll that, but...
You are playing the Song of Hope,
Mm-hmm.
and as you play it, it feels it's not welling up from you like it used to. You're playing the same song, but you feel no effect being transferred to everybody.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep playing it. Greg emerges from the waves. I believe that. He was like, "Hey guys," and then I drown him.
Whoever's keeping an eye on the grit, you can see there's a third dot up on that upper deck.
Oh, Alvin!
Oh my God!
Hey,
Thank you, Alvin.
Alvin.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated.
Alvin, do I know you?
Do I know you?
I might know Alvin.
Is
If I do, I don't deserve that, but thank you.
Is it
They're
also,
Simon
and
and
Theodore?
Theodore.
Nice.
I thought the same
Buds
thing.
and Co.
Buds and Co. Yes, sir. Apparently.
Aha.
All right.
That's
Thanks
how
for
you
coming
go
by.
phase, you know?
This is entirely non sequitur. Hey, please mention to your sister, I have her gouache set at school right now, and she never picked it back up. And it's really nice. So if she wants it, I can put it in the main office. Just let me know.
What a strange
Also,
conversation.
just tell your mom that I love her pot roast. It's really fantastic. Everybody give a message for Buds and Co. We're just gonna send you on.
So good.
Small towns, you guys get it.
You don't live in a small town. What are you talking about?
I do live in a small town.
The
You do
problem
not
is
live in a
just when
small
you cross
town.
the street, you're in
I
another
do live in a small town.
You don't live in a small town.
Wait.
I do.
Small towns don't count when you cross the street and you're in another small town.
Yeah.
Dude,
You're in a small suburb. That's not a town. You could literally drive from one suburb to the next suburb without leaving town. That's not a small town.
No. I'm in Manuka. It is a small town.
No.
Surrounded by cornfields.
Yeah, Manuka, not a suburb.
The closest thing you could maybe say I'm a suburb of is that we're kind of a bedroom community to Joliet. But in the same way, you might say that about Mahomet.
Sure.
Right.
So I'll give you that. If you want to say that Mahomet is a suburb of Champaign, then yes, I'm a suburb of Joliet. But we're not. It's not one street. It's not like where Timmy was.
Yeah, no. I'm definitely grew up in a suburb.
He was rocking the suburbs.
I was.
I'm there borderline with you.
Count.
Clint.
You know what?
Yeah.
I want to check Manuka's population.
It's 10,000.
Population doesn't matter.
Here's all that we have.
It's 11,000. That's it.
All
It's a
that
small
really
town.
matters is if the bullshit thing passes on this vote, we were to cut Illinois in half, you'd be in a different state, Levi. That's all we know down here.
Also, my town is like a sister town to another one right next to it, and they don't like each other at all.
Nice.
Well, if you have a sister town, then I think you got to add the populations. I think that's how that works.
Well,
No,
yeah,
no.
Considering you
That's
have
all the cool
Manuka, Shannon, Shorewood, like, what is this? Ridgecrest, all within like spitting distance of your house. You cannot tell me you're a small town. I see more
It's a great
cities than farmland up here. I'm looking at Google Maps. It does not lie.
Roll some d20s to determine the outcome of this.
You have a lamp post. You have a traffic light that was knocked down from the wrong direction on a one-way street and has continued to flash for 3 days, telling you when you can
Elevator
cross.
across from the town hall.
Oh, that's good though. That's
D20
good.
to see who's right. Oh, I rolled a 3.
Oh.
Let's see what you
So do
got.
I roll two?
Yeah, you have to roll a D20 to see who's right.
You can easily botch.
Levi's got a
you can
chance.
easily botch.
Oh, he almost did
Oh, he
it.
almost botched. Okay, Levi's
Right,
right.
he also.
All right.
Levi's right.
All right.
He lives in a small town.
You win the day today, Theo.
Listen to the begrudging hatred out of that.
Yeah.
Enjoy this
One of the
win. You
few
won't win
things-
them all.
One of the few things that made me better about where I moved to is that my commute looks like driving out of the northeast end of my own hometown. It's all like flat farmland. That's it.
Malice is bringing in the big guns. He's bringing in the big guns.
6 miles, he says. That's all.
6 miles.
He's the equivalent of West Terre Haute, is what he is.
It's not that bad.
No, I'm not saying like the actual town, but the location. The location.
That's fair.
So it's like the West T to Terre Haute distance.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not comparing Manuka to West T. That would be terrible.
Them's fighting words.
I mean, that's
words.
Yeah.
West T's a spooky place.
Like, you're the Libertyville of Chicago.
Welcome to Central Illinois, Western Indiana, folks.
Yep. I may have found my way to St. Bernice last night.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real small town right there.
Yeah, little towns in the middle of nowhere. That's where I was.
Libertyville.
Nice.
Not the same.
All right, so you guys
just trying to roleplay. Just trying to roleplay. Come on, focus.
Drink and eat.
I can still do.
And complain about not being able to have your class features. And how long do you guys stick around? When do you head back? What's the plan?
Pretty much look to Sid, but if how long would you like to stay, Sid?
Sid's gonna stay until you guys force him out of the party.
Dang.
Davis rolls up 3 barrels in front of Balrin. Dazdra mentioned these are yours now, so here you go.
Well, this trip's been far more productive than I imagined.
See, I told you didn't need to sink every boat you see.
No, we would have got these 3 barrels if we'd sunk the boat too.
No, they had to conjure them.
Perhaps.
Got you there, Balrin. Got you there.
Well, I suppose I can get them back to the grit before they change their mind.
Yeah, shall we load up the boat? I do want to get back eventually. Things to do back on the grid and such.
Oh, right, the whole save the world kind of thing. All right, fine. Thank you for the party.
We could.
No. It's good to come across actual comrades, people here that are people you can trust. Well, it's nice.
Are we not necessarily parting ways yet? Yes, you're going south to look after one of these pirate ships. We're heading in the same direction towards the supposed siege, so perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other.
Brothers in arms.
And Sid, I can help you fly over anytime you like if you'd like to come back and chat for a bit.
It's going to be a lot of times.
Well, it's only 10 minutes, so you know.
Oh, short visits.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Well, it's been lovely. I must say we'll do this more often in the future.
Well, let me at least close the distance here. We can drop you off proper. That'll be all right then.
Certainly, thank you.
He gets things moving and he pulls you up to... Let me summon the grit.
Did we let them know to signal ahead that everything's okay? Because I think wasn't that like one of the explicit things we were like,
I will,
if they get close, then you should be worried.
I'll be waiting.
Shoot them with the harpoon gun.
Lindell is deck.
We really should have got a red sail flag when we were in.
I mean, I'm not saying anything, guys, but have you seen the size of our boat compared to their boat?
Do you want me to move that, Clint?
I'm not currently showing that screen, so do what you do, man.
I'm just gonna move everything over a little bit.
Yeah, our boat's like 60 times wider.
Gosh, she's so
the size of the
fat.
boat doesn't matter.
She's
But
got
what if
the
the motion in the ocean is the same?
We displace more, is all I'm saying.
All I'm
The
saying
best
is
is like-
that the sea creature could not eat the ass of the grit like it did.
Wowza.
Gross.
Man.
I was just like, let's just skirt the line. And then Justin's like, right on over.
All right, you guys are brought back towards the grit.
Translucent yellow guys.
Oh, that's Dragonborn. They do that.
You guys go back aboard.
Yes.
So, what's the plan, Captain?
They seem to be all right. They're heading. They're actually a group from our side as well who are going after one of Peg's old crew. Blue Mane, was it, Ballin?
Yes, I believe that's right.
Yep. Okay. Right.
So they're heading in a similar direction. One is an old friend of Sid's, it turns out, and another one is an associate of mine.
Small C, I guess.
Yeah, seems that way. I would think so too.
Right.
Still keep an eye on them though, but we're not meaning them any harm at the moment.
Okay. Balrin, something weird with your thingy.
What?
Oh wow!
And he gestures over to the chest.
Oh, all right. Work my way on in there and take a look at it.
The chest is leaking seawater.
Leaking. Like out
Yeah,
of the hole
while
in the
shut.
side or out of the rim of the mouth of it?
Out of the rim of the sealed chest.
I think he's dripping.
Is it
I wasn't going to say that, but
well, Chris Derp says, he's on it. He's figured it out.
This charge is not good.
Nope. It's not a good sign.
Well, he'll go over and take a look and see what's going on.
You open it up.
Yep.
And as you open it, the seawater is waving right up to the surface, not flat, and floating inside it. Open your box.
Oh,
the tall one.
This one.
Ooh. Yeah, that other one, I have no idea when it's going to come into play.
Bitch got a bottle of rum and 2 boxes. What the hell?
Chat. When and if Clint opens his, be prepared for a lot of complaining. It's gonna happen. There will be complaining. It'll be out of character complaining.
Yeah, that's all right.
When Clint opens his, though, actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. We'll get to it when we get to it. So.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't give it away.
Don't do it.
Hitting something here. We're going to start from the other side. I don't want to break whatever's in here.
Potentially.
I believe I did not skimp on the packing materials.
No, he did not.
His attempt to close these boxes up.
Well, I didn't want some random kids getting in there stealing my friend's stuff.
Yeah, well, you could have told me mine wasn't cuttable. I wouldn't have been nearly as careful.
This is like serious. This is like gorilla tape.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Yeah, like for those of you at home,
They're
like,
whining so much. It's
it's
literally
duct
red
tape.
duct tape. Don't listen to them.
It is. It's duct tape. Oh, man.
I use scissors. I got it just fine.
I fought with it with an X-Acto knife for a
I
while.
got a thingy in a jar.
Ooh. Oh, we finally came back to you.
Whoa, what is that?
That better be that thing in the chest from before.
I don't know. Is there anything else down here?
Nope.
Okay, just making sure. There's a lot of
Hold that
packing
up
material
again.
on the bottom. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything down in here.
Wait, hold it up again. I looked away for a second. I didn't realize you were holding it up.
It's a vial with.
Is that intestines?
Some sort of nasty, snaky looking thing.
It's a face
It
hugger,
might be
guys.
a face hugger. It might be a face hugger.
I mean, it might just be my hand.
It's just mangled. It's just
distilled
mangled.
hand.
Just a mangled hand. The question is
that?
Is it drinkable?
Oh, yeah, it is. I'm not tonight because I did a lot of that yesterday, but I believe it's drinkable.
And
So
that is floating in the surface of the chest.
Well, I pick it up. It's clearly a gift from Elos.
Clearly.
The hell is that?
He's never done this before. It looks like the goddess has sent me a gift.
It's nice.
It's been preserved in what? It smells like rum.
Any idea what it is?
Well, cloth. It looks like cloth. I suppose I'll have to drink the rum to get to it.
It's actually a Molotov cocktail. You're gonna ruin it if you drink it.
Oh, it's a whip. Because that's how sea goddesses work. They hand out Molotov cocktails.
It's in their nature.
It's got red stitching through it. Maybe it's for fulcrum.
It's actually ethanol. Levi is. I'm gonna go in and see Harmony.
Okay.
Yes, that's
is
also
Griggs actually in that room?
No. No, that's
Okay,
when you guys
so
were having a meeting.
I'm pretty sure I explicitly told him not to. I was gonna arrow him.
Griggs was warned that if he was ever in the same room caught with her, he would be murdered. Like it was very clear.
Yeah, like literally, if you told me he was in that room, I was, with no questions asked, putting an arrow in his knee. Like I was gonna do it.
Okay, so when you walk up to that room, Griggs is outside of it, and he's standing there like, "Hello, Morgan. There's no one in there.
Did you?
It's just no, but I am definitely keeping track of who goes in and who goes out."
Fine. I go in.
All right, sweet. And so you see he pulls out a little book and he writes something down.
Morgan in 307.
You go in and you see that
Yep, that's
Harmony's like, "Oh, hi.
Hey. How are things? Everything okay in here?"
You tried to play.
I did.
I heard you.
Yeah, it didn't really work though. Curious if maybe I played in the room with you, if it would be different.
Well, I made something for you.
Made something. Okay.
I've had a little bit of time, and I know they live in me, but I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. So I think these should work. And she slides a box across the table to you.
Is it this box?
No,
From
it's
Harmony
not that
Bogner?
box.
Okay.
It's not that box. But you can open that box.
It's a dress from Harmony Bogner.
You can open that box.
All right. Is it a box in this box?
There's a box in that box.
Is there a box in this other box with a box?
There's a box in that box.
Congratulations. You just got a box. That's all you got.
All right, let's see. I'm trying to like cut it open without destroying it too.
Levi, I have a question. Is my box going to have a fucking stick?
No.
Because that would have been pretty funny.
No, it would not. It doesn't have a fucking stick. Yeah, we can post-mortem this stuff after everybody gets their stuff. Except that, well,
Clint will never get
I can't
his
say anything.
stuff.
I can't say anything. Dark secrets, chat. You got to hang on to them forever. Forever. You never let them go.
All right. I don't need this outside box for anything, right?
Not for nothing.
It's just for packaging.
Yes.
Okay.
Cam, you will understand after you open it. Please be careful. One of yours broke, and I had to repair it, and it's fragile now.
Okay. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Don't use knives like this at
So,
home, kids.
Fulcrum, you can see what Harmony slides across to him is a tiny red treasure chest. About the size that fits in the palm of your hand. And now we all have to wait till he physically actually.
Okay, I got it now. I got it.
So was mine also a red
Just
treasure
creamer
box?
box.
Or was it just token?
No.
Like
You
half and
you
half.
guys all now have this adorable little box, except for Dustin and Clint.
Okay, just checking.
My box is in
And
fact
his is
red.
more red than yours. yours is like a nice warm, like a terracotta color. His is actually red.
There it is.
So she slides this to me.
Yes, she does.
Shall I open it?
Yeah.
This is like
asking
Christmas, where now I know what's inside my.
Oh,
other
you
box.
asked her?
I ask her.
Please.
It's got packaging. Oh no, that's the actual. Is that the thing? I don't know if this is the thing. Oh, I see. Okay, I was like, I don't know if the cloth is the thing. Okay, we got some. What should you call these little medallion-y things? Maybe. I'm not sure what to actually call them. There's a lot
Sweet.
of them.
Levi's gonna take your class features too.
I will not bet them against anyone.
You
Promise.
already happened.
All right.
They're preloaded. They're already preloaded on there. You ain't gotta.
All right. So I've got lots of things here. There's 5 of them. Hold on. I need something.
Is that a
behind it.
pick?
It is very much shaped like a pick. I don't know if it's
Pick
actually
Destiny?
intended to be a pick.
Ooh.
Oh,
Music
awesome.
there. Nice. Little 8th note.
That's so cool.
Pick of destiny.
An axe with it. Something.
It looks like it has a note above it.
Fiest.
Looks like a fiest. It's for fiesting.
That one
looks
comes
like
from the deer rumble family.
some sort of orcish
Yeah.
symbol.
It's going to look-
Angel eagle wings.
Or bird. You never know.
Or it
Birds and
could be.
angels
It looks
do the
like
same thing.
more of just the wings, but
Very cool.
these are wonderful. What are they?
They're picks.
Well, I understand. They're
I've
beautiful.
been able to tune them to me. So all you were able to do before I left you, you could, and I've written a new song.
Oh.
And then she points to the one that's got the 6 like triangle marks around a kind of circle that's broken. You guys were calling it an orc symbol.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, this is new.
What is it for? What is the song you've written for it?
Oh, Lynching
It's
Hour.
my-
Raid.
Lynching Hour.
Thank you for the
Thanks.
raid.
Thanks for coming by.
15. Thanks for coming by, everyone.
Thank you.
Fucking Mid Roadshow.
Nope, Sharknadoes. There they are.
There they are.
Sharknado.
Amazing. It's my way of saying thank you. It's you, Morgaine. That pick is you.
Me.
Yeah.
So I take it. Start playing some stuff.
Okay.
Not so much.
You are
like
now
this 'cause it
playing.
sounds shitty.
As this plays, this is.
Oh,
a
hey, thank you for the bits.
Oh my
Thank
God,
you.
Captain!
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks, Captain.
The captain's here.
Captain is here. He's making entrance.
So, as you start playing, this is a classic, high-end Bon Jovi-esque, positive '80s power ballad style,
Okay.
where it's all joy and this is the soul song.
This is Living on a Prayer. I know that one.
Yes, yes,
Bon Jovi.
totally.
80s power ballad. Okay. Fantastic.
So the to clarify right now, the Fist Heart pick is the Song of Hope.
Okay, Hope.
The Axe one is your battle song.
That's what I figured. Okay.
The Wings pick is the Song of Call, and that's the new one you've recently worked on.
Okay. The one that I called Communication. It was one that I was working with.
Yes, that's the one you've been working on. That's now formalized. That's
you got a Song of Call.
The Song of Call. You can rename it whatever you want to call it. You can call it the Communication Song if you want to call it that.
She named it.
And however, the original song, the Song of Despair, is now only harmonies. It's the core of what made her.
Oh, wait a minute. Then, okay, I was assuming the wrong thing. So wait, which one is this then?
The battle song.
I have a battle song.
We did it a long time ago, and I don't think you ever really used it.
I don't recall. I was pretty sure I wrote all these down, but
okay.
What
Cam doesn't remember, his character doesn't remember.
He's got a pick for it though.
That's all right. I can just play it with the pick, and then just see what happens. Literally, just make shit fight for me.
The Soul Song, Cam, it casts Bless on anybody within your performance range.
And that's the one that's the 80s Bon Jovi power ballad?
Yeah, the Soul Song.
Soul Song.
It casts Bless on any ally you want within your performance range, which for you is like
of 30 feet.
30-foot radius. And if while you're playing it, if anybody falls below 0 hit points in combat, you can play a power chord as a reaction, and you cure them hit points equal to your performance check result.
Oh, guys, this is good.
Damn.
That's a good one. Okay, so hold on. So
sweet.
I cast Bless on any ally within a radius.
Yep.
And this is upon them dropping below 0?
Yeah. And then if they drop below 0, you power chord the song, and then that power chord ends the Soul Song. So it can only do that reviving somebody once, and then that song is done for the day.
That's a once per rest, just like the other ones.
Yeah, they're all once per short rest. So like, it's ridiculous, you know.
Drop to 0, power chord, then heal target for.
I can give you the stats for it, like, so you don't have to worry about typing it all out. But the Song of Despair is no longer yours.
Okay. Well, it was a pretty good one, but that just means I gotta bring her along. How do I don't know that. I don't know that we ever had the Song of Battle. To be honest with you.
You did.
Well, then you have a Song of Battle.
You used it like once, but I don't remember what it did.
Same. I mean, I would have definitely written that down. That's why, unless I put it somewhere else entirely.
I think he wrote it down as the Song of Bat Hole. So
yeah.
You can't find
it
out
only
shit.
works on bat holes.
It's just bat holes. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes way more sense now.
Yeah.
It's Meatloaf singing "Bat Out of Hell."
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, that'll be a surprise at some point.
As I recall, the order in which we came up with the songs was: you first had the Song of Despair, just the song, then Song of Hope, then Battle Song, which you've now forgotten about, and then the new Communication one.
Right. Okay. All right.
The problem is he's writing it down and he can't read.
That is a problem. That is a problem. Song of Call. I need to write down the symbol for that one too, because I'll forget which symbol is what. So this is Wings for the Song of Call.
Mm-hmm.
And where's my next?
And that one essentially casts Scry. And as long as the target is willing to be scryed, then it brings your consciousness there, allows you to see their environment fully and communicate them with an open conversation as long as you want.
Ooh.
So it's like scry bonus if they're a friend.
Mm-hmm.
If it's an enemy, it's regular scry. They resist it, and you get to spy on just them. But you don't really get to see the environment around them.
Right.
But if you roll really well, you might get to do like a sonar ping around the enemy cannon.
Cool. / scribe bonus for friendly. Awesome.
Okay.
And
So-
I'm just gonna write down Song of Battle because who knows what that is.
We will soon.
We're gonna find out. Let's get in a fight so I can just start playing it.
So as the whole crew is going around, Kodo, you can see them. Even though I have all the Dragonborn on the main deck, they are not. They are all below deck.
Mm-hmm.
And assuming at some point you check on Dragonborn, yes?
Yes.
That's what I thought. You go below decks, and they all look exhausted. A lot are laying down. Some are leaning up against a wall. Some look malnourished, almost. And through it all, you can see that Ralithe is now walking around, and she is giving them food and water, and those that seem to have any actual injury, like some have some minor lesions, and she is tending to them. And the whole time she's doing it, she's berating them.
Yeah.
Like, the tone of what you're hearing is, well, if this is what you want to do, you just want to pour your life away into a big damn cup just to win a war that no one's going to care about, then fine. You just keep doing that. This is going to keep happening, and this is what you're going to get because you're doing that. You're doing this to yourself, but no, that's fine if that's what you want. And, like, it just... angry nurse. So, as she's doing that, you can see off in the corner... No, not off in the corner. Near the cauldron, you see Labatagaz.
Okay.
And you would not remember that she was... Well, yeah, you wouldn't remember any of this. You see all the Dragonborn. Labatagaz is amongst them, and she is hugging the cauldron and pouring fire into it out of her throat right now, and she looks the most emaciated of all of them. She actually looks like withered, like she's lost 10% of her body mass.
What are you doing here?
I'm helping. And then she falls back down, and you see another female gold holding her, who starts to carry her over. I'm going to move the whole boat, and I don't want to do that. Carry her over side where they can lean her up against kind of like a wall so she can sit. And when you look up, when you look at her, you can see her eyes don't focus on you.
Well, sure, because she got a blindfold on.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I don't recall what you recall.
Well, she's looking at me with the blindfold on, right?
Oh, you gave her the blindfold.
Right.
Yes, she's looking at you. Yeah. Oh, Kodo, she's looking at you with your blindfold.
How did you get that?
I'm not worthy. I'm Charity gave this to me. Great Kodo.
Who is Charity?
And then the other gold stands up and says, Kodo, we're so sorry. You granted it to her. If this is some sort of a test, she deserves no less. But there is no need. Here. And then Labatagaz lifts it off, and Ilnocious hands it to you.
Keep it. I turn around and walk away.
Kodo, and it's this gold that's next to Labatagaz. She follows you sort of to the steps as you make distance away from Labatagaz.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say,
You shine with the light of the Mother, forgiving Labadagaz after everything, and then handing her sight when it was taken from her. You deserve to carry this more than I. And then she hands you a box.
It's from an NPC. Will Kodo open it?
Do not open.
I can't.
He throws in the fucking ocean.
I can't.
Open it.
It says don't open.
It says don't
Open it.
open.
You can't break the rules.
Which one of these broke, by the way, Levi? I'm trying to even tell. Is it just because it's like really small.
The shield one.
Oh,
with
I think
the
I see.
note.
Yeah, I see it now.
Oh, and you've got 5, right? 5 picks?
I've got 5.
I'm
They are
missing a
5.
song to give you, so hold on.
Cheese dip delicious.
You'll get another song once I lay that out. It's just something I looked over.
I got Timmy just
You
now.
did, you son of a bitch.
I got him with was it Los? No. Was it
No,
that place? Los Tres Caminos? No. That's the
No,
one.
Dos
Reales.
Dos Reales.
Dos Reales.
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
They are 5.
Green box.
Almost the color of my... Hold on. It's not green, though. Let me hold it in front of my shirt.
It's
Yeah,
blue.
it's like it's bluey. It's bluey.
You're right.
It's blue. It's blue. It's just sea blue.
It might not be green. We know that.
You're my boy, Blue.
She hands you this box, and as she places it in your palm, the box is dwarfed by the massive size of your hand. This belonged to my clan. There are many back home, but I'm the only one, I think, that still has one. I've always believed if the Mother would show another more deserving, it's not my right to have it anymore. Here, I want you to take this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kodo. And then she goes back to tend to Labadagas.
Ooh.
Hold on. Let me find out if I can get my camera to focus.
It's not gonna focus. It's not gonna focus.
Trying.
It almost did for a second.
That right there, gentlemen,
I can
took
fix this.
the longest to
I'll
make.
fix this.
Looks like a lot of intricate detail.
I got this. I got
Oh,
Zoom.
man.
His is ceramic.
Oh, here we go.
Oh wow,
There you go.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
okay.
Awesome.
that's cool.
Nice.
Oh, it's got simple.
That's awesome.
Very nice.
Kodo, you've heard of this. This.
Ah! Wrong way. Zoom
Clint's
out.
decided that all of our faces have to be to scale on screens. That's just how big Kodo is compared
Yeah.
to the rest of us.
Hey, thanks for the host, Zombie.
Thank you for the host, Air Laser and Zombie.
Oh, and the air laser. I didn't see Air Laser.
I missed the Air Laser.
The Mosters. Kodo, you've heard of this? This is an Elder Stone. Now, you've only seen in the course of your life 3. One, the leader of the order where you were raised had one.
And when you attended your first guild conclave, where all the guilds are gathered together annually to sort of show off their newest innovations after you entered in, you came across 2 guild leaders that also had their own.
Fathead. Two that had their own. I'm sorry, I was trying to put it on my head.
You saw 2 other guild leaders that had their own. Kodo, this thing casts once per day. Commune.
I like commune better. Just a bunch of hippies.
It's an expanded version of the Instant Fortress, whatever.
Check.
The mansion. It's just like a whole bunch of mansions. It's a commune.
And you can choose to whom you're praying to when you commune.
Okay.
So you can focus on which side you want. And then this also casts, as per listed in the book, Divine Intervention.
Oh.
It's in like the level 10 cleric ability? Damn. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So,
nice.
So we're all gaining class features. And poor Sid.
It's just got a nice thing to hold them in once he receives them.
Everyone else lost in the game.
Don't worry, guys. I'm putting for a montage.
Yeah,
that's true. You are due for a training montage.
We are a montage away.
Hold on. It's got one more thing to.
But wait,
to
there's
make
more.
sure.
Wait.
It's too bad he's got to roll under the cleric level. Sucks for you, Clint.
Amulet only functions when Clint rolls a 1. Oh.
Never gonna work. Never ever. Never gonna get to use it.
Never get to use it. It shatters on a 20.
It shatters on a 20. He used it once and it didn't work, and then it shattered.
It shatters.
And divination.
Oh.
Nice.
Is that all I get?
I was waiting for someone to do it.
I'm just hoping for it.
It's cool enough. It didn't have to do anything. It's cool looking. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Plus 30 evil psi.
If you didn't know how Divine Intervention works, that's the only one that's going to be new to you, Clint, because Divine Intervention is the big daddy thing clerics can do now in 5th ed. It's a spell. Check it out. And the way Divine Intervention works is once per week, I think.
Once per day, but once it works, you can't do it again for a week.
Yeah, once per day. But if you do it successfully, because there's a huge chance you will not pull it off, that it doesn't work for a week. But basically, you roll percentile, and you have to roll under your level for it to work. But you're essentially asking God for a miracle.
Okay.
And if you roll under your level, I have to decide what happens.
It's almost like the old school wish. It's old school wish.
Yeah.
Man, he's
It's
cursed.
kind of
Roll under.
So
30.
this
Gotta roll low on percentile dice, yeah.
It feels
That's it. It
like
only-
the
only
go
functions
full
on a
2020 on them. You have to actually save all that up, and then eventually it happens.
It's equal to or
Playing
lower
goes
than
full
your
2020 on.
Yeah, equal to or lower than your level. So
You have a 13% chance to
Pull off a miracle.
a little over 1 in 10 isn't too bad.
So
I've
I
only
roll
seen
basically just like throwing this out, like praying for aid. I roll,
Yeah.
and then you choose the nature of how a deity may intervene, right?
Yeah, if
what I'm
you
looking
roll under your level.
Right.
But it's not like wishing that I'm not trying to screw you. You actually do get what you're asking for. But the only way you might not get what you're asking for is like, I'm not going to change the course of a nation. Like it's
Right.
not like it's a minor miracle.
Right. And what is divination? Is that just a spell? If it's a spell, I'll
Divination
look it up.
and commune are both information gathering spells. One's a 4th level, one's a 5th level. Just look at them. You basically form a question, and I have to answer it to a degree.
Perfect. Awesome.
Sorry, Chris.
Also, it's not commune, it's commune. We've decided this.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. It's not commune because it's not a bunch of hippies that believe in tax-free living.
They just have a farm and they just,
you have to form a question.
They've got
and the
yurts,
hippies answer it.
You know.
You cast commune. That's what
It's
happens.
not here, man.
Totally unrelated to anything, just because I found it this week and I'm so happy. We got HBO Max, and I saw an ad for this like 2 years ago, and I couldn't get it because I don't have Adult Swim. All of you need to find Tigtone and watch it.
Tigtone.
Tigtone. Tigtone. It's fantastic. It is. They're like 11-minute long episodes. The animation style is really weird, and it's an adventuring fantasy D&D style cartoon with messed up animation. And it's basically a guy who is like a hardcore quest junkie, and he's the best adventurer in the land, but he has to keep doing quests. Like he's like, another quest, like he screams it, and his name's Tigtone. It's the best. I love Tigtone now.
Watching the trailer.
I'll have to check it out.
I want to see this. Oh, that is like weird animation. This actually looks very similar to how some of the Metalocalypse animation.
Yeah, it looks a little Metalocalypse. It does.
Nice. All right, got stuff.
Hey.
Okay, this actually does look kind of funny.
You guys got any more of the fast features? No.
Hey,
So, you guys all gather. You have stuff. What do you do?
Set sail for adventure.
Yes. Continue on south, and I guess along with our newfound allies heading in the same direction. So
Well,
we aren't too far out, I believe, right? At this point, in a few days at most.
No, we'll be actually approaching in a few days. We've got Tolig manning the ballista. Should we see any strange bird crap, Captain?
That's a good idea, because I think we're heading into a war zone, maybe, or at least if it's not one, it might be one soon.
And so, you guys travel in. Now you can see on either side, on the north side, as you guys cut into this different sea that is now more east-west lengthwise than it is open water. Straight up mountains on the right that cut up into very high peaks. And then on the left, giant rolling hills, like the Black Hills of Wyoming. And like it starts getting really craggy and rocky. Sid's fact card needs another fact added to it, like something's missing.
It's just a dash. There's a little star asterisk and nothing written after it.
So,
just says gambler, and then underneath it just says not a good one.
I will take you over to. It says gambler, just not a good one. So, I think you guys are pretty much off the map now. Yeah, you guys are off the map.
You've done it.
We've made it.
We did it. We escaped the Everstorm.
That's it. Game over. Thanks for coming by.
Is this?
Oh, we
roll
had to
credits.
I remember you had mentioned that we've never like quite sailed to the edge. I assume this is close to the edge, as you kind of had mentioned before.
It's just off the edge of this map.
Okay,
It's not the edge of the map, just this map. You guys only have the one map, and Skeezer made it, and Skeezer got it transcribed from somebody else.
You know, it's a flat Earth, so you know.
I tested that theory in Valheim, and it is.
It is flat Earth in Valheim. It's true. It's literally a disc, and you can fall right off.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
That's why it's a material plane.
1, 2, 3 days, and then you start to see on the 4th day a localized storm sitting to the south over landmass. It's not the red lightning, it's not even thunder, it's just a lot of rain and a lot of fog. and it's situated over the landmass. And you guys can see there's actually, along this coastline, you see a smashed ship that has been destroyed up against the rocks. And the ship looks to be Soraka Blaze design.
I suppose this is the part, Captain, where you'll order us to go look for survivors.
Well, how does it look like an old or recent wreckage? Can we tell? Does it look fairly still kind of put together as the ocean carried large chunks of the ship away?
By my expert opinion,
It's tough to say without going to look at it, but as you go past it, you don't see any people near it. There's no movement, and it's tough to tell how long it's been here, but you can see along the shoreline, this thing is partially buried in the sand. So at least more than one tide have worked this thing over.
Well, I don't necessarily feel a need to stop and check it out, but I think it is probably a sign that we should be watching where we sail from here on out. Careful of the waters, careful of the skies, and I'm not sure if there's anything you can do, Balrin, to scout ahead a little bit, or anyone else. But
well, if it gets choppy enough, I can do something.
Okay. There's something else while I have you all here that I wanted to mention while we were together. I'm a little worried about, I think Kina's okay, I think Dazra's okay, but their captain, he seemed okay. I just remember the letter Sataza gave me and what it said, and I'm just worried if we run into something and something jumps us. Morgaine, I think we just need to keep an eye on where Harmony's at. I'm just worried someone's going to try and come while we're preoccupied with something else, and it's kind of what they did last time when we were meeting with the Plicks and Plocks.
Well, maybe we could always bring her with us.
I think keeping her close is not a bad idea. I don't know about taking her into definite danger, but
I'm not excited about it either, but I'm afraid that leaving her alone might be just as imminent of danger.
Well,
I'd rather be there to do something.
It's going to come to her, then comes to the boat.
If they already know, if they even know she's her now.
Where are you guys talking about this?
See, I think we're up. I would assume we're up at the top deck where Lindell or Burl.
Okay.
Together, and I am trying to keep my voice low.
Just so you know, like, if you need somebody to make sure she's doing okay, I can make sure she's doing okay. I'd love to do that.
I literally push the door open as hard as I can. I come outside. I say, "You listen to this conversation ever again, it'll be just as bad as you get in here."
I am so sorry.
I will put arrows through your tongue.
You'll put arrows through my...
words
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and wipe stuff down. Wiping stuff down. Oh, look, it's a Dragonborn. Hey, Dragonborn, how are you doing over here?
It's like someone spent bits to get one of those NPCs that we can't get rid of. That's Griggs.
He's
Griggs just a don't sleep NPC that we can't get rid of.
He's our Jusica, yeah.
That's amazing. Oh my god, I never made that connection, but it's so true.
Great character.
Oh, I love it.
So Kodo has set up his rods in his quarters, and now he's got like this small version of a Faraday cage. Oh my god, what's happening here? Blades.
Thank you. We got some blades.
Oh my gosh, everybody! Hi.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Blade. Thanks,
Malice. So fast.
Koda's sitting now in his rods in his quarters, which is sort of like a tiny Faraday cage. You see like the occasional and you can see He is deep in prayer.
Oh, well, I won't bother him then.
Go ahead and ask your question, Kodo. You get Kodo. You get 3 questions.
Still muted, Kodo.
What is your name?
Muted. I said the wrong spell then. I'm doing not
divination.
I'm doing divination. Is it
divination is you get one specific question and
one specific question, but an actual answer, not a yes or no. That's the one I'm doing.
Okay.
And that's why I whispered you that answer or that question. If you want me to say it out loud, I will.
What's the meaning of life?
Yeah, let's run it.
Decryptify is the other spell you need for this, but
Short phrase, rhyme, or omen. Okay, go ahead and ask it.
I'm scrolling up. Seeing if I have any of these words in Draconic. Give me just a second.
So man's looking up Draconic. Dedication.
You know, Balrin, shipwrecks usually have cargo.
I never considered it. Wait, what are you still doing here? I thought I traded you for 3 barrels of rum.
I traded you.
Oh, come now. You hang around with me, you'll get many more.
Alright, fine. I was just rejoicing over my new stocks of rum while Kodo sings Kumbaya there on his little rug.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
If you ask God sub in commune, what happens? Sub! Brah.
Ishara. Unal ek ve. Doubt pride. Soul dreamer. And elder. Origato. Sia Darkath. And I said, how do I bring the bodies of this end soul of the dreamer and sun dragon back to one again?
Oh, he's getting real specific here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard that too, Malice. Also, Crimson.
Yep.
Yep. All up in there.
You sit and electric sparks wind and strike at your temples. And with the last flash, you open your eyes and you're amongst clouds, floating in a storm. And then the clouds break as in quintuple, like a wave. You see wings, like in a ripple. Like if 5 dragons perfectly timed out their wing beats so it would do the wave, like at a concert. And so it looks like this massive rippling of cloud that gets beaten away as all 5 wings in a row. And then the figure dives back through the clouds. And you hear both must be subdued. And greet another anew. And you can vaguely see as the clouds break. You're looking down in through the Everstorm, and you can see the mountainous Isle of the Dreamer, his prison, and the larger island next to it that Virilinox had. And you can see like a slight yin-yang of a blue ink bleeding through the water, trailing towards the forest, and a gold ink bleeding towards the Dreamer Isle, forming a vague geological yin-yang. And then a flash, and you're back in your room. And you can already tell that outside, it's later in the day. You don't really know how long you've been in here.
I compose myself a little bit before I go outside, but I leave my quarters.
Guys, Kodo's been gone for like 4 hours.
That's not uncommon.
He was gone for 3 days one time.
That's right.
At least we knew he was in the room. We didn't have to go find him.
Hangovers, right?
Yes, the worst.
Do you need some of that angry juice?
Oh, hold on. Do I still know how to make that?
Yes.
When I walk out, Kodo is openly weeping, by the way, when I walk out.
Maybe this ain't a good time. Whoa.
It's always a good time for coffee. Hold on. Sid goes to make some angry juice.
Everything okay, Kodo? Anything you want to talk about?
Shara spoke to me.
Wow. Has that happened before?
There's a difference in feeling her presence and hearing her words. It was a little overwhelming. But, she told me we have to, subdue both the Dreamer and the Sun Dragon.
Oh, his crazy blind body thing? Okay. Okay.
If we subdue them both and manage to, get them close enough to each other, the transformation might happen on its own. But if one of them wakes, it may destroy the other.
Well, should we head back north after we finish here, do you think? And which one do we go after first?
North is a good direction.
How do we subdue an elder?
I mean, we did okay against the thing Plix made, but I don't think that was really a real dragon.
How much booze could we get?
Not nearly enough.
We might pass by Saraka Blaze.
You want to try to get one drunk and pass out?
I mean, it's in the storybooks.
There is a god for that. He is a
There is
dragon.
a god for that. You would know that, Sid.
Old Floppy, I believe. Is
Yes. And Morgaine, you would be aware of that. And Kodo, that doesn't make any sense to you.
Oh yes,
those who pray to Dian.
Dian is a good fellow. His wee little Floppy is young dragonling, prolific drinker.
I think there was a statue of him at seconds and thirds. Maybe.
Yes, I believe that's correct.
Maybe if an elder took another form, perhaps, but I've never seen an elder inebriated.
But yeah, this one's never not inebriated.
They live secret lives, I think.
I believe he's copper.
I think that's right. It's hard to remember. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but it's in that damn token.
I don't know if he'll do. I don't know if he'll do us much good here, but it's a rare day that I send any prayers to Dian. But
I don't mind the fellow.
But I got another project that I need to work on first. But Bauer goes into his cabin, and the first time anyone's probably seen them in a long time, Bauer removes one of the platinum bars.
Okay. You've got a platinum bar.
Makes his way down to Ralithay, I think her name is, right? The Red Dragon, the Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're probably still incredibly against Kodo's plan.
Get to the point. I'm busy.
Well, it's a rather simple task. I know you're more than capable, but perhaps it's a plan that you'll believe in slightly more. I need 2 tuning forks made. One from this platinum, and another from a material that I'll have to see if I can get from Kodo.
Very well. When do you need them?
Take your time.
Put it over on that bench.
I set it down.
Now, if you're not going to help, go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God, he speaks Balrin's language.
Yeah.
Just know when you're done, you may be making a key that's going to take us all home.
I'll believe that after it's happened.
You'll see.
Hmm.
Baron walks back upstairs to find Kodo. Kodo. Do you have any more of that strange metal that you picked up at Soraka Blaze?
Which one?
The masks were made out of. The one that the masks were made out of.
Which metal? I have many.
One that comes from here naturally. Not one you brought with you.
You've got like 4 of those.
I have chromium, zagon, silver. Which would you like? Yes.
The chromium, is it from here, this side of the Everstorm? Or was it from your homelands?
No. This is what I got from Soraka Blaze.
Would you be willing to donate one to a worthy cause?
Sure.
It'll keep Ralithay busy.
You put Ralithay to a task.
I am.
And she accepted?
We need keys. Don't worry, it was easy to convince her.
She was bored.
Well, perhaps that. I just told her this is the plan when yours fails. She was on board instantly. Don't worry, I fully believe your plan's going to work. I just knew that's what it would take to get her to do it.
Well, that takes one of us then. Thank you, Baron.
I go back down with the other one. I need the second one made out of this.
She just points to the bench.
Fine.
You do this, you may be saving all of us. Aaron walks back up.
I love that Ralithay has been reduced to like the one old guy at True Value that knows how to run the key making machine. He's like the only one. That's what she is.
Oh boy.
You're
You
not
got
wrong.
the little metal brush thing, like shaving it off.
You're not wrong.
That should work.
I have to ask Levi, do we have any brown dragons on the ship?
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently their breath weapon is brownies. According to chat.
Edible brownies.
Edible brownies.
Along with the smoke cloud, you know.
Let me check my Everstorm lore.
Check your notes, please.
Really quick.
That would also be a child of Dian.
No,
oh, for sure. No,
wasn't in there.
Yeah, that would also be a child of Dian.
Damn.
Okay.
That would also be under Dian's domain.
That would.
Worth a shot. Because I'd just make them pour their breath weapon into the cauldron, and then
as we speak,
go to the dreamer's place and unleash that from the cauldron.
Dude.
As we speak, I'm sure Scions of Dian are trying something like that
Yeah.
somewhere in the world.
They did mention that they were delving in the dark magics, if you recall. They could be modifying their breath weapons to edibles.
Edibles.
It could be.
No, they don't.
Brown
They don't
dragon
smoke
bomb is
anymore.
that high.
But they purely vape now. They don't.
Yeah.
Just
they don't
that's
have
right.
actual
Just
breath.
miss.
Just vape.
All right, it's 12:05. We should take a break and
Yup.
get more coffees and all that jazz. So we'll see you back in about 10 minutes.
All right. See you soon.
We did the awkward stare.
Awkward stare.
You guys are floating past this wreckage. If you want to do any, I'm just going to keep sending you along the way unless a command is sort of given to Lindell. Otherwise, there's no reason to stop.
No.
You guys keep going along, and ahead, there is some mist, but I wouldn't call it full fog. You can still see down the sea and the coastlines, but now some of that weather pattern is starting to bleed over. By tomorrow, you'll be in it. You'll be in whatever this is going to become.
The Evermist.
The Evermist. Jesus.
What it's become.
Yeah, of course.
The Evermist. Yes. I love it.
Now enter Silent Hill.
Yes. Lots of
creepy. Creepy.
Lots of nurses.
And as you guys move through,
The axe body mist.
Pretty much.
I never want to go into that. Double pits the chesty.
Yep.
It is now fourth day of you guys traveling along, and now you see at the end of the fourth day another wrecked ship, and this one looks like an outsider ship. It is smaller than the Grit, and you don't see any survivors. You don't see things. You just see wreckage. A couple crates, and this one also looks like it's been partially swallowed up by the tide.
No, I'd like to look to see if he can see a ship name.
Give me a perception check.
Those are my keen elven eyes.
You're so keen.
So keen.
So elven.
So wise.
Go, elf, go. Hey.
Dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20.
The Gold Breaks.
The Gold Breaks. Do I know that ship?
You've heard of the Gold Breaks. The Gold Breaks is a merchant ship that you came across twice.
Consortium?
Yes.
Consortium ship.
Wow, I forgot about the consortium entirely. That's funny.
It is a merchant travel ship. It would always use an escort as standard practice for a sensitive cargo, important things. The Gold Breaks always seem to have some sort of escort going on.
That means that it was always carrying something valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Captain.
I think this is the one.
What do you say about Balrin? Do you think it looks like worth checking out?
That's a consortium merchant ship. Usually surrounded with escorts. Always containing something extremely valuable. I don't know what it's doing this side of the Everstorm. I assume it's here like the rest of us. Separated from its escorts, crashed up here on the rocks.
Does it, can we tell, like, how it looks wrecked? Like, is it, like, did it look like the mist was maybe further out earlier and they just hit it not seeing it? Or does it look like they got pushed into it? Like, how does the wreckage look?
Does it look like it fell from the sky?
Well, that's another great question. Yeah. Does it remind us of how we can...
It doesn't look like it fell from the sky.
Okay.
And point of clarification, you guys didn't fall from the sky.
Oh. I thought we fell from the sky.
We
we
came up through water?
It was a reverse drain.
Yeah.
You guys went down a drain and then were forced violently up from one.
Yeah, and then we like spurted out of the water into the air and fell back down. That's right.
Yeah. You're sort of jetted out this way into rocks.
We dolphined.
You dolphined.
That was like 3 years ago. I don't remember.
Free Willy did.
Yeah.
Was it legitimately 3 years?
No, that was before the quarantines, before the dark times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Before the Empire.
What is time?
What? I'd never heard of it.
It's right there with magnets.
I disbelieve.
I also disbelieve. I don't think it's...
Look, I'm not suggesting we go treasure hunting, but...
You're not?
Well, I think it might be good to understand how all these ships are getting wrecked here so we don't get the same way.
It is certainly not for curiosity of looting other ships.
Look, I'm already rich beyond imagination.
I can imagine.
More out of a morbid curiosity is what exactly they were carrying, and if it has something to do with why they were pulled to this side of the Everstorm.
We did see that really bad lightning storm here a while back.
Well, think about it. Peg wasn't hunting merchant ships because he wanted cargo or riches. He was looking for people. And sure, a consortium ship like this would have had a fair number of people on it, but why drop it? Why drop it, leave it sellable? And if so, why was there still a crew enough left in order to sail it all the way down here?
Well, I'm certainly for looking at it if only we can drop anchor for a bit and get a better sense of this mist before we go sailing straight into it. So if it buys us a little time to see what we're looking like we might go into that might change, maybe that'll be helpful. What do you all think?
I would love to check it out.
Oh, shall we get
like there might be class features there?
Oh my god!
I think somebody left an echo on the ship.
Seashell. Well,
there's some lovely echoes over here.
I will be making some perception checks around here, make sure there isn't anything like hiding under the waves or behind that crinkling sound.
I'm going to join you on that perception check.
Behind that bag of chips that Bowron's eating.
Woo!
See, I told you.
It's cheese. Block of cheese.
Sid, good job. Okay. Draw a card on your end.
So audience, I have a new mechanic. Some might claim it's a class feature.
Can you load it into your token and bet it?
You totally can.
Yeah, well,
it's totally can.
There you
go. Remember that speed that rolls, I get to draw a card. When I fail, Levi does. And then we get to play cards based on how bad my dice treat me.
You know, I still don't understand.
It's real bad.
I still don't understand why Jeff would make a character based around chaotic things like gambling, because he hates everything that's chaotic and gambling.
My gambling is not really chaotic.
That's true. My theory is that, I hate things like wild magic, so I try to lean into it as hard as possible because it always chases me anyway. And I went into the headwind, and it just came right at me. There is no escape.
To be fair, like not single. Hey, welcome, Rio. To be fair, he hasn't once like consistently rolled great. Like he's had a couple good nights, but digital dice hate him.
They hate me with a fiery passion this year.
It's bizarre.
It was never like this before.
You guys look things over, and you can tell from the exterior this ship has seen some kind of battle from piercing and or slashing weaponry and or maybe claws. It's tough to say. If you're getting out and searching, that's an investigation check. But at first glance, this thing has seen battle.
Does it look like sea ugly size? Or does it look like bigger than that?
You don't see from the visible above waterline anything more than what looks like weapon marks or claw marks or puncture marks. And you do actually notice a couple of old, what look like harpoons made out of bone or that shell stuff that Waven use that are actually sticking out of part of a lower deck. The devil's lettuce.
Bowron will take octopus form and go in to investigate.
Balrin,
Organe
when you
plays the
drop
song of
below,
hope before he does anything.
Okay.
And hopefully it works.
He tears into the Song of Hope. And you guys all feel a wellspring within you of confidence.
Nice.
So you all have a reroll for the day. When you hit the water, Balrin, and you unfurl into a full octopus form, you suddenly see behind you, upside down on the bottom of the ship, in your direction.
These damn things.
And they start swimming in formation behind you, all carrying tiny knives and little spears. And you now have an entourage of 5 burbles. And one is holding up the severed hand of another burble. And all the burbles are following its lead.
Poor bastard.
I
was
wanna-
going to out there with you, but I saw that.
I want to octopus fish punch one of them just for no reason, like the.
You reach out and it's like, and then it falls back, giving you 15 feet of distance, and then punches the one next to it.
Nice. All right, we'll go up and investigate underneath and around the ship and up if I have to.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation, don't fail me now. Whoa, Joker rating.
Joker.
Hey,
Joker.
Welcome.
We're investigating shipwrecks.
We're investigating Sturf.
We're
and speculating what a brown dragon's breath weapon would be.
We're gonna blow that reroll already.
We did really good. But when you pass up 2 shipwrecks,
Hey, 17. That's
a good reroll. That's a good reroll.
You gotta go for it.
That was.
You roam through this, and underwater, submerged, you see that there are 7 bodies that have been piked into the side of the ship. And there isn't much flesh left on them. They are mostly bone and held together by tissue, just lilting in the current of the water. And you see all around the bottom of the ship, there are spiked into the ground bones that have been used with tiny little stone cairns, and also some of the silico weird, almost like shell formations that have been used the way a blacksmith would make a hook or a horseshoe to like lock things down or place them. And locking down in bone and stone all around the base of the ship, you see a giant circle with marks that have been laid out. It's really similar to the marks that Fulcrum described having seen when you all split in separate directions to look for Kodo, only those were blood marks above the water. These appear to be the same thing being done with bone and tissue.
This is what all the sea uglies were doing, like ritual.
Mm-hmm. And you see going through the ship a number of damaged crates, and underneath you see the whole lower half of this ship has been removed from what looks like a giant bite mark. And the bite radius of this would be like a megalodon's. This thing has a bite radius of like a bite diameter approximately of 15 feet.
Whoa.
Dang.
All right. So I take a look. If I don't see in the crates or anything that looks like a special cargo, I will return my way up to the boat, to the grid.
You managed to find 2 chests that have some heft to them. They are flat boxes that look kind of like an army gearbox. They are locked down relatively tight, and both are buried under rubble of bulwark and sand and stone. And inside the ship, near these chests, you actually find dead Waven that have also been stripped of whatever was remained of their bodies. So it's tough to tell. These two inside are definitely Waven. The bodies outside, you aren't sure what they are, but they're humanoid. And you think not Waven, because what remains of flesh, you don't see any of the scale skin.
The crates, do they seem consortium?
Yeah.
They have the consortium seal on them?
Yes, they do. Burned into them.
All right. I will use my octopus tentacles to pull on them to see if I can get them dislodged.
You managed to pull them out relatively easily. You're an octopus. I mean, your grapple's ridiculous. So the burbles cautiously keep their distance from you and are starting to try to edge in on the bodies. And they're sort of like...
I give them the go-ahead. I don't know how that works.
They start taking them apart.
But I mean...
They start taking them to pieces. One immediately takes the skull off of a body and starts shoving it on his shoulder like a pauldron. Oh.
I swim back up to the boat.
Okay.
While they're dismantling all the work that the sea uglies did down there.
Go, 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 go! We can ditch them.
So I get up to the surface and whoa!
Thank you, Rosafang.
Welcome.
See you.
So I'll go ahead and when I get up there to the top, I'll return to the octopus to pull its way back up.
Yeah.
Put the chest up on the
You can
thing
see-
and then turn back to Bowering.
And you see two chests, boom, 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 laid out.
I turn back to Bowering.
What'd you find?
The bottom of that ship was gutted by something with a rather large mouth, a gaping maw, if you will. I believe our sea creatures nearby.
Oh, great.
Accompanied by sea uglies. They've gone through, stripped the Waven, anything else living down to the bones, basically. Constructed another circular ritual site on the
Thanks for
deep
the host,
core.
Rio.
Thank you for the host.
Yeah.
It's very possible that, based on the dead Waven I found down there, that the Waven had taken this ship from the consortium some time ago. But there were a couple of consortium crates still aboard, rather hefty ones. Looked military to me, so I thought it'd be worth maybe seeing what's inside.
Well, let's take a look. Let's make sure it's not trapped, of course, and give a little fiddly diddly do.
Fiddly diddly diddly do. Give it a fiddly diddly diddly do.
Oh!
Digital dice. How have you not learned your lesson?
Cards for that one, bud.
Where have you been all
Not
night?
learned your lesson.
I love this game.
I don't know why Jeff tried to use a class feature for. He doesn't have it.
Well, just for that, I'll roll again, because fuck it. Double down. Jack of all trades. I'm going to pick that lock if it's locked. If it's not locked,
That's right.
I will just scat.
Yep, like the scat man.
Nice and average. How about that?
Average.
It's a 14.
And you managed to one of them. The other one, you'll have to make a second roll for that one if you want to try and crack that one open.
Yeah, let's just roll a lot of dice.
Bravo is
Give it a
not
shot
on
at it if you want me
19.
to. I have some thieves' tools.
I like to pretend I'm still useful.
Pretend being the operative word. Pretend.
A 2! What are the odds?
Yeah, no.
About 20%.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Or
get
5%,
it.
sorry, 5%.
You get the pick.
Yeah. All right. You know.
It's worse,
You get
but it's not a
pick.
2.
You get the pick jammed in there. You're gonna have to smash open this one.
Look, I've seen a lot of locks in my day. This one is unpickable.
This is a prison of Pan's own design. They probably weren't even locked till he mentioned it.
You're damn right. I was just trying to figure it out. I was just hoping to play the little mini game.
Morgaine walks up, takes a look at it, pulls his tool out of his pocket. Not his tool. Pulls out his thieves' tools out of his pocket.
Because he fucked up the second one, you're gonna have to roll with disadvantage on this one.
Because I have proficiency.
Is it perception?
Give him
No, it's not perception. It's you're doing sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what he's rolling.
I was doing perception to see if it was trapped, and then I
okay.
those, and then I was,
That's all right.
You're trying to crack them open.
yeah, and then I tried to crack them open.
Okay.
And then I tried to.
All of them were, perpetually shitty rolls. So
None of them
I rolled a
10.
16 and a 10, so I got a 14 on a sleight of hand.
You managed to get the second one actually opened.
Wasn't that bad.
pretty close to it, Rio. I loosened it for you.
And the parts he didn't lose, he's just gonna shitty roll the rest of them. So
Just
give me a
watch
more.
them
He
all.
lost them all.
I can still make coffee, and I can
Until he has to roll for it.
I can occasionally.
If he ever has any difficulty with coffee and he has to make a roll, it's going to be
This
all
is-
over.
This is gonna be like that time I had water vehicles.
Yep. Oh yeah, Rio. Yes, absolutely. You missed some good lines earlier. Well, let's see what's
All
in
right.
it.
You guys open up one, and the first one has cash and gemstones in it.
Ooh.
And the second one has
Throw it on
4
the pile.
potions and a ring.
Oh.
Oh.
Person's in a ring, you say?
Precious cargo.
Alright.
What I don't have in clash features, I'm making up for in rings.
Well, she got some rings in there, she.
Got all fingers.
Baron will pick up the ring.
Now, he feels obligated to keep it forever and never give it to anyone else.
Or identify it.
Oh, no,
Why would you guys do that?
People,
What was
Why
the?
would you guys do that?
even though everyone told him to throw it in the
I'm gonna
volcano.
dump it all onto the chat from this end. Not the chat. What am I talking about?
Hi,
Is
chat.
it journal?
Or the group.
I'm just gonna dump it into the chat dialogue of Everstorm proper. I just gotta log into it from my laptop, which is tedious. The Everstorm, which is apparently how I sound when I say
The
Everstorm. God, I thought I sounded so cool, and I clearly didn't.
Did you go back and listen to him when you were done?
No, I don't want to do it again.
No,
Break me.
no.
Ooh, look at all that.
Look at all those copper pieces.
That's a bunch of 1,000 copper pieces, 8,000 silver pieces, 2,700 gold pieces, 80 platinums, or as it's written on here, PPs. We got a 50 gold piece bloodstone. We got a 50 gold piece Chalcedony. We got a 50. Why don't we get Chrysoprase? The golds, 50 gold piece citrine, a moonstone, gold onyx, sardonyx, 2 red potions, a blue potion, a gray potion, and ring.
You know what game did not age well? Was the Plague Boat game.
Plague and Pestilence.
Yeah, Plague and Pestilence.
Plague and Pestilence, dude.
That game did not age so well. It's not so funny anymore.
Me and the BJB played that a lot. It was fun. And now it's a little too close to home.
Little too real now. But it too had PPs.
It did. You had to get as many PPs as possible. And then once the plague hit, all those PPs got taken away from you.
That's Rio. Oh my
the
God.
bits.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Rio.
Pimpin' to Gimpin' a memoir.
Oh man.
Pimpin' to
It's
Gimpin' a
It's
memoir.
the Sid autobiography. Pimpin' to Gimpin'.
It's just like 3 lines of like scratched out text because he kept failing his writing rule.
That's right. He couldn't even write it.
It's
He
just
had
a
to get a
type.
ghostwriter.
Had writer's block the whole time. Damn it! What happened? I used to be good at this.
Used to be.
Well, let's see. That was worth it.
Yeah, I'd certainly say so. What was the name of
Only
this?
if we ever see a port again to spend any of it.
Well, didn't we hear Sid? You said there's a port somewhere up north that takes our money, doesn't it?
Oh yes, yeah. There's quite a few places, really. You just have to go to the right places.
Maybe you missed the part where I said that the ship has been mauled by something rather large and beast-like.
No, I heard that part. I just assumed that was going to be doom and gloom no matter what. I like to focus on what's good.
He likes to focus on the positives.
It's true. It's right there on the character.
He wants to eliminate the negative.
That's true. It's right there.
You got to look out for Mr. In Between, though.
That's the one that'll get you.
Look out for Mr. In Between.
You're not wrong.
So what do you guys do?
There isn't anything else to be salvaged from this ship, so I suppose we can investigate that mist a bit if you want, Captain. But otherwise, it's right on.
Sure. Well, let's take a second, maybe take a few sips, see if we figure out what these potions are, and figure out the ring while we check out that mist.
So,
identify.
I think you can just take a little tiny sip of a potion and try and figure out what it is. If I recall.
Yeah, they added that. Give me an intellect.
You got it. That's gonna go just awesome.
Yeah.
It's rolled.
Oh, rolled right out.
Hey,
20.
some people loved it.
It's not bad. It's not bad. The blue. What are you trying first? Blue, red, or gray?
I was going to attempt the red, one of the two reds.
Okay, reds. They're healing potions. You're not sure of what power, but they look identical, both in viscosity and the color and the smell. So you're not sure exactly how powerful, but it's a healing potion.
I'll try the blue next and save the gray for last.
Okay.
It's a mana potion. That's an odd sound, Dustin.
He's pouring out the mana potion.
Yeah.
Give me another roll, Fulcrum.
He's actually just taking a piss under his desk.
I say either that or he's peeing off the side of the boat. Yeah.
It's possibly true.
It's a 2.
Oh,
Ooh,
you have
two.
no idea. No idea.
Hey, Cam was playing the Song of Hope. Do you get a reroll that day?
I did. I did play the Song of Hope.
That's okay. I'll let
He's like, it's fine. This is not that important.
It's not
No.
worth it.
I don't think I have the right palate for this, guys. I mean, I know those healing potions. I used to make those a lot. I know that taste, but these, I don't really know.
Sounds like a job for Gambler Man.
I have no other function in this party.
Here he
I
comes.
taste.
He's the taste tester now.
He's the royal taster to make sure stuff isn't
Roll
poison.
a taste tester.
The Gambler
Jack of all trades, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Gambling Man's got to be your next song, Morgan. I mean, it's just got to be.
That's true.
It's a good name.
Or you gotta know when to
Oh,
hold
I rolled a
Nice.
That's a
That's
15.
the best he's rolled all night. All right.
Know when to fold them.
Which one are you doing, blue or gray? Blue. This potion is some sort of transformative potion involving the essence of water. It's some sort of polymorphing with water potion.
Well, that's interesting. It's
Turns you to a giant seahorse.
It's I mean, that's a possibility.
Bringing it back.
Incredibly useful potion.
It will make you more.
Believe me, I know. I've done it a few times.
It turned it jello. That's an interesting one. I'm not sure exactly the application, but something to do with water. Maybe breathing underwater, swimming, something, turning into water.
Well, that would be interesting.
All right, this next one. Let's see. Nat 20, motherfuckers.
About time.
By the way, Chris Derp said if he rolls a nat 20, he creates Benadryl.
That's true. He creates Benadryl.
We've got plenty on board now.
We're putting those dragons to sleep now.
All right. This is you've heard of this Sid, you're tasting it and you're like, okay, this is what the slag spoke of as one of the sacred vestments made by their priests in honor of the Roar King. This is the skin of the Roar King. It is a potion used by warriors. This is it's a jug of molten bronze that is gray, and when you drink it, it suddenly molds over your skin, becoming an armor.
Ooh. Oh, this one's nice. This one's the skin of the Roar King, I believe is what they call it. It's fantastic. It's like armor in a bottle. It's you consume it and it just pours over your body.
Oh, it's going to require attunement, so it's going to take up an attunement slot from somebody. But basically, this armor provides a resistance to fire, and it has no disadvantage on dex checks because it slides over your skin.
What class or level of armor is it considered to be?
I'm already fire resistant and can't wear metal armor, so you can have at it.
It's Metalocalypse.
Is...
Yes, Chris Derps. Drinking is high on the list of remaining skills. Hedonism.
Hedonism.
That's another class feature. So I
Hedonism.
still have.
My one Sid's not willing to gamble.
Nope, I will never give that up. You'll see Sid on a couch, just laying back. Rubbing like mayonnaise on his face or something. Hello.
Oh man,
comes at you, Miss Doubtfiring you.
It has the strength of scale mail, so it's 14.
All right.
Oh, you know who could use that?
Nope.
No. Oh, you know what? That's true.
Interesting. Watch a man enjoying the taste of fire.
Well, he's an elf now.
We know.
Yeah, right.
He's better now. He's an elf.
Then who thinks we can figure out this ring? You always used to be kind of what Easter did.
Thanks,
I mean,
Rio.
I get detect magic on it, but I don't have identify.
Oh, you just take a few moments and you fiddle with it, you put it on your finger, and you see what it does.
The fiddling is not actually required. You just put it on.
You figure out what it does.
Let's give it a go. Unless you have something better.
No, I go for it. I support you in this.
Let's do it.
Skeezer.
What we got?
Skeezer theme for the identify.
Nice.
Hey, rest in peace.
All right, this, you put the ring on, you fiddle with it. You can't really tell what it does. Somebody makes a roll.
Okay.
Whoever's put this on.
What kind of roll do you want?
It's going to be like what we've been doing in intellect to try and figure it out.
Right, I hear Jack of all trades.
I hear Jack of all trades.
With my -1 intelligence bonus added in.
Oh
my god.
God damn it.
Dude, how have you not given up on the digital dice yet?
So fun fact. Bowron can't put a ring on.
That's true.
You know, if you liked it, you should have put a ring on it.
Yep. Someone has to put a ring on it. Bowron can't put it on himself.
Fucking hell.
You have no idea what this thing does. No idea.
Oh, this one's nice.
Put it on your toe. Good answer, Christopher.
This one.
It's a toe ring now.
It's
fine.
No.
Let me see.
Maybe you got on the wrong appendage.
You know, I don't think it does anything.
Oh, really?
It's just really pretty.
Oh,
yeah. That can't be.
Or if it did something, I don't remember what it does.
Can't be. We don't believe anything.
I cast
you say
detect
now.
magic on it.
It's definitely magical.
Get it here.
All right, have a look.
Byron will do the suggested, pops it in his mouth. Yeah. What is this?
Give me an intellect to try and figure that out.
You better not 20 this.
Just straight intellect?
Yeah.
It's never on my side, Rio. Not this year. Not since Everstorm has existed.
That's a 13.
You're not really sure what this thing is. It's you're playing with it. It doesn't seem to do anything active. So whatever this thing is, it might provide something that is a passive. That's all you're really sure of it.
It's a promise ring.
It doesn't seem to have any activated action it performs.
I would love it if it was just a promise ring. That's fantastic.
Huh? It does something, but it doesn't seem like it does much.
We
It's
won't
my
find out.
favorite kind of magic item.
I guess we might just have to. One of us has to spend some time with it and figure it out. I guess.
Onion ring save against vampires.
Onion ring. Yeah.
Love it.
I don't know. Anyone else want a shot at it?
Oh, I don't know much about it. I can try. Do you want to maybe see
I
about?
don't even know how we identify things without identifying.
You have to take a short rest.
You just
Power takes it back off with his mouth. There you go, Fulcrum. There, Captain.
Thanks. I'll think about it for a little while and see if I can come up with what this thing does. In the meantime, do we want to scout out the mist? And I don't know. We just need to make sure we're not going to run into any rocks.
Chicken ring lets him summon White Castle on a whim.
Do we want to maybe consider even leaving the boat here and trying to go in to scout on our own somehow with Windwalk?
There's a couple of things that concern me. One is that inside of this mist, the Skymouth would be able to hide quite easily. The second is that in this mist, we won't be able to see that monster until it's right on top of us. I'm not sure being in Windwalk will protect us from the Prior. We should be safe from the latter in that case, but I don't know exactly what a Skymouth would be able to do to us in a cloud-like form.
I understand that could be risky, but at least we'd be fast. I guess the goal will be not to fight. We can't fight like that. It's just to try and scout. Unless there's a better way we can see how deep that mist goes, or if it's nonstop mist to this island, to where the vault is.
Well, I might be able to do something.
I'm open to suggestions.
How thick of a mist does this look like, Levi? How close are we to it?
It's not that crazy thick. You can see into it, but it gets progressively worse. So it's now at the point where as you travel, what's on the horizon is no longer a sharp line. It's now a hazy, obscured distance. So you figure by tomorrow, if this doesn't abate, you might not be able to see much further than 50 yards if you had to guess.
Okay.
But again, you're not going to know until you're in it.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this a known phenomena, or is this a completely novel thing?
What's that?
This is this a novel thing, or is this a thing that is known of?
It doesn't seem abnormal. It does seem indicative of the weather patterns that are happening. There's a lot of rain and moisture in the air, and ahead of you, you're getting into progressively worse storms. And now there's rolling mist over the sea. It's just come summon a UAV air drone.
Yeah, I think it's just
Possibly. I mean, once he's flying with Eldritch Blast, he's kind of just like, yeah, he's a drone.
He's a predator, yeah. I think it's fine. It's just mist. I mean, the sea monster is another story, but...
Well... It's a thick mist, nonetheless.
So what's your suggestion?
Well, we came all this way. Can't let a little mist turn us around.
Besides, mist is just water. We're in a boat.
No, I understand that. I just wanted, I wasn't sure.
I like how in this setting, mist has become the dungeon door. Like, like in this setting, it's not the door. You guys are like, I don't know about opening that door. How do we get this door open? It's definitely mist. Do we go into the mist or not go into the mist?
Now, for the record, I'm pretty sure you hit us with a mist golem. Wasn't there a mist elemental or something?
Yeah, once or twice. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, we're not exactly crazy.
No, I mean, Clint's standard is never trust Levi, and he's not wrong. So
no, it's just true every time. But it's good to fall for it every once in a while.
Gotta pull it.
Dark Souls to trust me.
I say we full send, as Rio Bravo says.
Sacrifice thousands of magic used to Dragon Jesus, so Dragon Jesus can spit a beam of electricity to guide your travels. Dragon Jesus.
So Bowron will stand up at the front of the boat. I suppose probably pretty close to, if not on top of the old Skeezer mage box.
Kill box? Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll use a second level spell, Gust of Wind.
Nice.
All right.
And you disperse it ahead of you, and ahead you see, as the mist is pushed out of the way, you see here and there and what look like small forms, maybe 4 or 5, that are at the surface of the water, dive.
They're on to us, sea uglies. Good news, the bottom of our boat is protected.
By a small army of burbles.
And they just got new armor.
Turns out that we would have been sunk 10 times over, but they just keep fighting shit off down there.
Below us.
They're just down there fighting shit off we don't even know about.
The whole campaign of burbles happening.
Yes, they're the 5 of burbles, and they're fighting entire campaigns down there.
And I'm not sure Bowron. I'm not sure anybody even knows they're there but Bowron. Like, I don't know if Bowron's ever even told you guys that there's like 5 burbles clinging to the bottom of the boat the whole time.
I hate those things.
Oh god, that's the best. Well, do we drive out in with the boat, or we meet them head on ourselves? And I guess at the point they know we know now.
I mean, if they show themselves on the surface, we can pick them off from the top.
It's a blockade. Do we run it?
Well, again, Captain, we didn't come all this way to turn around, now did we?
I'm trying. Is it the Jackdaw or the other ship that's been with us? Are they still alongside us at this point, or have they been like kind of keeping the distance from behind?
They are keeping their distance, and they're about a mile back. You can see them, but they're not up close on you.
Okay. Impalin sailing.
Well, let's warn everyone on the ship then that expect imminent combat as we try to push our way through.
This sea uglies better hope they have something larger to accompany them, or they're going to wish they had not attacked our boat.
Leroy Jenkins.
I'm kind of here for this. Yeah, full sail. Let's do it. Right, warn everyone on the ship. Prepare for full sail. And run a damn blockade right now.
Coleg.
Oh!
Ballista.
And he goes to the front. You see him run past a single crate right about here that seems to just be full of sharpened hunks of wood of various lengths. And he just takes an armful of them and hops over there. The ballistas are already armed, And he just like hangs on to one arm, and he's got his hand on the trigger, like, I gotta taste the feeling of God.
And as we're sailing in, Fulcrum's going to cast Arm of Agathis on himself and then pull out the pincushion. And taking a deep breath, I'm going to stab this one into the associated symbol.
We sink. Is it not?
Okay.
We sink.
I gotta read. I gotta read.
Everybody's like,
Captain
oh,
Kirk,
I don't know what
Captain
happened.
Kirk and Picard show up and they help. The Enterprise just
Where'd I write it down? There it
appears.
is.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. It's one of many pins, one for every symbol.
Little biohazard, no big deal.
One on the top.
Okay. So,
Chris Tripp's like,
As-
man, that's all my cantrips.
as you place it into the pin cushion, the other ones appear in the pin cushion. And then that one sinks in entirely. And then you see the symbol light up on Stitch. Stitch has symbols all the way down it. And this one lights up. And all of a sudden, as you see it light up, it has a tiny needle extension.
Okay. All right, I guess that could have been a lot worse. See what happens. And just prepare as we push on through.
And as you guys roll forward, ships crashing through waves, you see more of them pop up. And then there's 5, there's 6, and then you see a mass of rolling water peeling up behind them. And a giant fin breaks the water. And that's where we're going to stop for the night.
Oh.
Remind me to play the song of battle.
Nice.
Even though I don't know what it does. All right. I almost feel like I should play the Baddies battle song because it's just where we're going to leave off.
Damn, I'm so ready for a fight.
Me too.
Lead us into next time.
Okay, I am going to keep my cards out, Pan. You
I'm
should
writing mine down.
write them down or take a photo of them or something like that.
Sid casts no image.
But it doesn't sound like it sounds. He doesn't actually just disappear. He just doesn't get to have a duplicate.
Just doesn't get his duplicate.
Yeah.
It's called solo image now.
Wait,
Chris
wait.
Terps wants a channel point function to give Sid rerolls because he
Wait,
feels bad.
That's
Is
the way
Sid-
they fail more often.
Is Sid now Felix's echo? Is Felix just gonna summon Sid every now and then?
He just disappears and just pops up
Like,
somewhere.
he just pops out somewhere next to Felix, like.
So what are we doing here? We're buying a horse? Is that what we're doing? We're buying a horse? Okay, fine.
So, we will be kicking off next game with a crazy big fight. That said, go ahead and level, gentlemen. So,
oh man.
Oh, Levi, I have to ask. That's the most serious of questions.
Sounds like it's not going to be that serious.
Is this megalodon thing considered a beast?
it's considered a monstrosity.
Okay, not a beast.
Not a beast.
That was gonna make this level a whole lot cooler, but
He's just like, oh, and it's mine now, by the way.
At level 14, I get Nature Sanctuary, where anything classified as a beast can't attack me without beating me in a willpower roll first.
Oh, that's bad.
So, like, if this thing happens to be considered a beast, it may suddenly decide it can't attack the boat because I'm on it.
We'll come back to that. That could actually apply. Let me look up what I'm gonna do with that, and that might actually apply.
Is leveling up a class feature?
Because if it is, you don't have
class
it.
feature.
If it is, you don't have it.
Son of a bitch.
It's leveling up a class feature.
Oh,
you can level
man.
I think I actually get a feat this level, so I might be able to undo some of the fuckery.
I don't get a feat this level. Do you?
I'm a fighter.
Fuckery.
Fighter bard, so.
You used to be a fighter bard.
No, I'm still a lame fighter.
I'm still a lame fighter.
This is kind of like when paladins used to piss off their god and they'd lose their features for a while, and you were just like a shitty fighder until you like made amends.
Oh, Derps has a
I'm not
point.
taking lucky feet. No way. Should I get it? I don't know.
Oh, he said, "Should I get it?" Now he's thinking about it.
I don't want it, but it might make sense. It's not going to help me, I'll tell you that.
Well, the funny thing is, I guess it makes sense. It makes sense in that you could use it, but I would argue you are not lucky right now, or at least you haven't been.
I am not lucky. The character should be lucky, but he's clearly
lucky.
not.
Yeah.
Clearly
Character's supposed to be lucky.
Ooh, that son of a bitch.
I'm a master of hexes now.
Woo!
What is hell?
Technically, this level up would have happened like the day previous. So you would have had a day to have become accustomed to the new things you've discovered in yourself or your power set, or the things you've been working on and just now suddenly understood how to do.
If ever there was a character who should have this feat, you are correct. Man, that or more decks to actually be able to be useful on a regular basis.
And then Cam,
yes.
Next time I'll have detailed for you Battle Song and the shield pick that's got a shield and a note.
Yep.
That is going to be your shield chord. And the way that's going to work is it's not a song. It's like a whammy bar power chord you can just hit. Yeah, so when you whammy bar on the shield pick,
I love that my fucking loot has a whammy bar. That's what I love.
Well,
Nice.
it's not so much like a whammy bar. It's like you have this pick. You keep this pick on hand, like between another set of fingers, so you can suddenly strum it for a quick power chord with this thing, and it casts as a reaction shield.
As a reaction?
Well,
Okay.
shield is only a reaction as a spell.
I know, I just thinking like, oh, that's like some part of action economy I don't think I have anything for right now, so.
I just posted the verbiage for Nature Sanctuary, so you can look at it.
That's awesome.
Nice. And you can cast shield 3 times.
Ooh. Times. Okay, let me... Times 3. Have so many things.
Let's do a rundown of our shows here.
That's right.
So, you want to do them, Dustin?
I will.
Ow.
Starting tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time, you'll be able to find me here with my players for more Zweihander action, Vigilantes of Elandria, Chapter 4. It's Specimen 18. That is the title of Chapter 4. Tune in tomorrow and see if any of my players are crafty enough to earn themselves a fate point. Because there's some hidden Easter eggs in this one. If they find it, they'll earn themselves a fate point, which they may need, because there's going to be some combat.
There's going to be some...
Yeah, those go well in that game.
Zweihander is a game where combat is not something you want to see happen. It's dangerous shit. Monday, me and Jeff will be back for our community night. That'll be for all aboard or looking for group, whichever one we decide to call it now that we combine them. And I like looking for group. We will go ahead and be doing looking for group on Mondays now. 9, Jeff?
Let's call it 9.
9 sounds good.
9's fun.
9 o'clock, we'll be doing some Jackbox party games, most likely.
Jackbox is the best.
We had a hella good time last Monday. We got a new party pack. It had some hella good games in it. We had a good time. We'll probably be playing those again. They were fun. Tuesdays, it's our Talent Tuesday. Levi and Cam, one right after the other. Levi, what you gonna be doing on Tuesday?
I will probably farm out to the chat what I'm doing, or I'll be working on a painting. I'm not sure which. I will not have Leela. Leela and Kim, I drop off for Disney World on a flight tomorrow, and I don't have the same spring break as my sons, so me and the boys are staying home while Kim and Leela go to Disney World.
Lame. That's
exciting. So I'm just gonna get excited about being 40 and sleeping a lot. That's gonna be doing. So
it's a solid plan.
Yay!
Solid plan.
But I will be here. I'll probably run long because I'll be bored at that point. So
and that's
birthday immunity next time.
That's 7 p.m. Central Time.
You do?
That's true.
You know what? If anybody needs birthday immunity,
No.
You damn
Wait. Can he load birthday immunity onto the chip and gamble it? Can he lose birthday immunity from this day forward? Like,
wait. But if he gambles birthday immunity, think of all the great things that he can receive.
Like pottery weaving?
Yes.
Yeah.
Underwater pottery.
Underwater pottery.
That's just what he needs.
All right, and I'm on after. I will be on, I promise. We're going to make some music. Of what sort, I don't know. Again, have a long list of things that need to get done. We'll see if something pops up as inspiration. Feel free, if anyone... Oh, it's Carrie
Ann's here.
Feel free.
Hey, cuz.
If anybody has any recommendations, suggestions of things they might want to see on Bardic Knowledge, throw it up in the Bardic Knowledge on our Discord. That'd be fine. I'll take it into account. We'll see what's going on. It's always fun to hear from people, so check it out. Oh, also, before I forget, because I try to plug it all the time, all of our stuff can be found on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bandcamp.com/ET. I'm gonna link it. I really need to get this into the. Sorry, something wrong. TT. I'll link it in a minute here, but all of the music that you hear here, and all the music that you hear during like Don't Sleep, stuff like that, that is all made by me. I own the copyright. It is all available on Bandcamp for you to download. If you would like to use it for your own streams, if you would like to use it in your videos, whatever, it is purposely free to use as a gift to the community, so feel free to do so. Check it out if you want. If you ever have need for anything, let me know. I do commission work if you are ever interested. So that's it. Do. If you're interested, do. All right.
That brings us to Wednesday, where 10 p.m. Central Time Wednesday, it is episode 2 of my Vampire the Masquerade game. I can.
Ooh, doggy.
My
sire's gonna die.
I'm gonna set fire to a place.
They're gonna kill one sire. Maybe you need another one. So you'll be able to tune in Wednesday night, and you'll catch some of the guys here and my buddy Boffrin, who will be with us for I, Kindred, Chapter 2. Thursday is now a night off. We combine community nights just to Monday, so you won't see us here on Thursday. And Friday we'll come back around before you know it, and Clint will probably be 3D printing something.
Oh,
true story.
True story.
After brutally murdering his cameras last week, it looks like he has them fixed. So
I actually soldered on a new USB port today on my Cam Link. It is working again. Yay. So everything's safe. It's all working again.
Everything's back to operation. 3D printing can commence once again.
Yes.
So,
yes.
That's good. That is good to hear.
Yes.
And then next Saturday,
right,
is no Everstorm.
No.
No.
Okay, we're gonna stay on the same weeks as Zweihander for a while.
We're gonna try to stay on the same week as it for a while. Yeah.
All right, for a little bit we'll be nothing then on Saturday. The following Sunday, normally we would not be here, but it is GaryCon, and we might be playing something over on one of the official GaryCon channels.
It's gonna be sweet.
So we're working on putting that together. We'll have more announcements as the week goes along, but you will be able to find us next Sunday. So stay tuned. We'll have some more announcements on all that good stuff. Probably be able to announce it probably by Wednesday's iKendrick game if I had to guess. So,
yep.
But all that'll be solidified and ready to go for next weekend. So there will be something here next weekend. It won't be Zweihander, it won't be Everstorm, but there will be something, and we'll let you know where you can find that.
Hell yeah!
And that's it for the week.
Good.
I do have one additional possible note. We tried to do it this week, but my internet died. I think I am going to be playing Trailmakers with Animal G at some point, so look out for that on the Discord. Okay. We'll let you know.
Nice.
So it was going to happen this week, and then literally 10 minutes, I think we started the countdown, and all of a sudden my internet died. And it was out for weeks.
I was wondering what happened. I was cutting the videos for the VODs, and I was like, I don't know what happened here. I was like, this
it was all supposed to be cool, and then it was like, nah, everything died. So
at random, anyway. I might be sucking at Borderlands because I'm gonna have a lot of time of nothing going on. So that could happen.
He's gonna be sucking at Borderlands. There's gonna be blaze crafting in the other room all at the same time.
Yeah, I gotta make sure he's actually doing his homework. So I have to go over hey, stop playing video games. You're playing video games? Yes.
But I don't
have homework.
I don't have homework.
He did a 12-hour run today.
I started not 12.
He did 10 hours. He did 10 hours. He negotiated that for months.
Wow.
Yeah.
I stopped in at one point. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
I want to do a marathon.
He does it so fast I don't always know what he's doing. It's like
when he's building stuff?
Anything.
They were playing some sort of PvP game. They were busy killing each other today.
Probably Bed Wars or Sky Wars.
It was it was Bed Wars or so, something like that. So.
Making little pillars in the sky and then running over them.
Yeah.
Nuking people into the Stone Age. Or as we call it, the Block Age. Oh yeah. All right, we're going. Taking this party.
Yeah, I got to get back over into the right account because I can't rate us from my other account. So
it'd be weird if you rated us.
That would be weird.
It would be. That would be super weird.
Just rate us.
Rate us with us.
We could use it.
Rate us with us. Just
we need the views.
Again.
We're rating ourselves.
Our view count would double if we did that.
Absolutely.
Weird reversal loop.
Oh, you know what? We have not stopped in on our friend Maddie Morgs in quite a while. So
Maddie's
good old Maddie.
Thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for giving us your time.
Yep.
We'll see you around. Take care.
Thank everybody.
Later.
Good night.
Yeah.
Adios.
Awkward waves. Awkward waves.
So awkward.